Slept on the arm of the sofa.
Oh.
Right then, are we actually live? I believe it appears that we are. Yes, we are. Good afternoon, everybody. Hello, welcome to the Losers Club. This is our Sunday reset. If you're brand new here, my name is Lisa.
I'm Rufus.
And this is where we chillax, basically. It's a Sunday reset, so it's a casual stream, sometimes just over an hour, sometimes two. Yeah. But it's basically just a casual chat and a way for us to help you. If you are on a weight loss journey and you've had a dodgy week, or if you've had a bit of a not the best start to the week, or wherever it is, however you get weighed in, it's just a few tips and tricks to help you stay on plan, plus just a general catch up, really, more than anything else. It's a way for us all to hang out a little bit as a community without sort of worrying about weighing in and all of that malarkey that we normally do on the Wednesday.
I say once a week. There's lots of days in a week, so once a week being on it normally. Otherwise, it's like you can check in and see us twice or three times. You can check in,
but you'll never leave. That was the Hotel California.
Yeah. Well, we haven't left. We're still here.
Yay! Rufus wants to leave, don't you? Because of all the mess.
Wow.
I'll show you just before we get started on anything else.
Doing steps, aren't you?
The whole background is changing. You know how I've been banging on for like 6 months about changing the back room? It's going to happen. We're starting to do it. Life has been lifing incredibly hard, but as lifers, we're able to deal with that, aren't we? Jane talked about lifing.
Oh yeah, it's just
on her video yesterday. Life is life.
The rest of life could be chaos, but our food and all of that just carries on going.
Yeah.
We eat the same way we always eat, and that's normal for us. So yeah.
Exactly. So we've done up here, look, where you can see here, look, there's the up house just above there. Shall I zoom in? Do you want to, like, hang on, I've got the other gadget here.
You've got the other ones over here with the light.
Yeah, so I can zoom in a little bit on where things are. Here we go. Let me do this. So we've got the up house, just there, look, above the gap in between us. That is the house from Up. Obviously, that's why it's called the Up House. I love that film. I adore that film. It is one of my favourite films. I cry every time it comes on. We watched it.
Dad looks tiny, didn't he?
He does. We watched it recently, didn't we?
We did, yeah.
And I was like, I'm not crying, you're crying. Oh, and I'm with Russell. Oh. So ridiculous. And then we've just got, this is the new release this year.
We must get Doug. Oh, but you can't.
This is the new release. The Kevin and Doug up here, look. How cool are these? And you know what? Lego have obviously learned from Hey Hey, which you can see just above there. Yeah. Hey Hey is the most awkward build, really fun to build, lots of really fun stuff, but the minute you try and move him, he falls apart. Yesterday, I moved it from literally from here to here, a couple of inches, and his head fell off, his wing fell off, 3 of his tail feathers fell off, and his foot fell off the stand, and his legs weren't attached to his foot. I literally was like, oh my God. But anyway, they learn from that, and
he falls apart then.
Yeah, but Kevin is connected so much better, properly. Like you can pick it up by one of the bits, and it doesn't fall off. So much better.
Bits of him.
Yeah, and then we've got Doug, which has his little cone, and you can actually take the cone off. It's like a little plastic thing, which is really cool. And then obviously here I've put the Sanderson sisters here, because what was there before was the Sanderson's cottage. If you duck down slightly, Rufus,
oh, you know what they haven't got though?
What?
Kevin's children.
I know. I thought they were going to be little brick built things. If you duck your head slightly, they are. Look, there's the Sanderson cottage with the Sanderson sisters, and then above me. And if I duck my head, there's all the witches.
All the people,
So we've got
all the little brickheads. Yeah,
the original Margaret Hamilton, the Wicked Witch of the West from Wizard of Oz, and then we've got obviously Elphaba and Glinda from Wicked. That's a flying monkey from Wizard of Oz, and then just behind here, that's Toto, Dorothy, Scarecrow, Tin Man, and the Lion. Now, there's a reason they've been placed where they are, because if you've seen Wicked, if you haven't seen Wicked, spoilers. Seriously, I'm about to give away a big spoiler for Wicked. That's what I say. And every time the sat nav, she goes, follow the road for 2 miles. My brain just goes, echolalia, it goes, follow the yellow brick road, follow the yellow brick road. Anyway, so Scarecrow is on Elphaba's side.
No, it's the worst bit is when I think that I can talk to the car like I do at home with the
I
Alexa.
do that.
I go, computer. I go, oh.
Yeah, Tin Man is with Glinda. If you know, you know. See what I did there? If you know, you know. And then obviously Dorothy, the Cowardly Lion, because he's sort of connected in the storyline, but Dorothy and Toto are kind of in front on their own because the actual story revolves around all of these characters, and these two are just fluff.
And they all do things in the Emerald City.
They do, which is an art set which I will get at some point, and that will go in the backdrop once the backdrops are sorted and organised. I do have the brickheads, which are this design is what we call a brickhead. It's where it's literally like a square character that is brick built, flat, and then like almost like a Funko Pop, aren't they?
As you can tell, this one is.
Yeah, this is Winifred Sanderson from Hocus Pocus. My brain went, the Sanderson cottage. Yes, but what's that from? From Hocus Pocus. They've got, and we've got it in the lounge to build, the Doug, Carl and Kevin from Up brickheads. So they will go on the Up display as well up here. I love Up. It's such a cool film. So yes, I've been busy rearranging and sorting out the lighting for all of that. If you can hear the pussycats, just before we came on today, Rufus decided, in your wisdom, didn't you, my darling, to repair the...
It's basically one of the suction cup things with the big dangly things, and you can put little
bobbly ones.
You can put the little birdies on it, and they just bobble around all over the place. So I've stuck that back to the floor in the hallway.
Yeah.
And they're enjoying it.
They are loving it. So if you keep hearing that, that's the cats. We still don't know whether Princess is a permanent fixture, do we?
No.
We're kind of getting the impression that she might be, because the
younger daughter will obviously come back at some point, and her mum will probably say, "Oh, well, now she's next door," and all of that.
The mum did. You saw the mum, and you thought the mum was saying, "Come inside, come inside."
I think that was to an actual person,
possibly
not the cat.
But I did hear her say, "You can't come in. No, you can't come in." To Princess. So
but she's also scared to go in the bedroom as well. Anywhere near a bed, she will not go near a bed.
She won't. It's really sad.
You literally pick her up and put her on, because we've got a big throw on top of the bed, so that obviously it's for pets can sit on the end of the bed. You put her on it, and she will literally, as quick as she can move, she will run out of the room. She will run.
She is. So yeah. So
she's obviously not been.
If you hear the background noises, that is what is happening. Yeah. Let's have a look and see who is in today. Rachel Beresford, hello to you, my darling. Sorry, I realised that was a very ableist description of the what I've got behind me. So, the Kevin and Doug are... Kevin is a giant emu, ostrich type bird, fantasy bird. Yeah. Doug is a beige dog. Is he supposed to be a golden retriever type thing?
I think he's a golden retriever. I think so.
From the film Up, so a very stylised one.
Like a beige, is that colour? No, golden. They're called golden, aren't they? Golden, golden
beige. And then the brickheads are actually about 4-5 inches tall and pretty much rectangular, but with a little bit of shaping on either hair or hats or something. With 2 legs and very, very large cartoonized features, but in brick form. So it's very minimalist features, very flat looking, and the depictions are done with a few bricks. So yeah. Susan Devlin, hi everybody, I got awarded Pip. Well done to you, my darling. Really well done. That is a major achievement in and of itself. So you get one of these well done. Is that a well done or a wow? I think that's a wow.
We have a pussycat.
We do have a lovely. Hang on, shall I? While we've got the controllable camera, let's go down on your lap.
And we're just like, well, if she doesn't like the bed, eventually she might like it. You just got to let her do it by herself and let her do what she wants.
Yeah. So she's just slightly
and we've been
low.
giving her brushing her because she's just continually molting at the minute.
She is. Everywhere. If you saw the back of this chair right now.
Go on then.
And then she gets down.
Yeah, she's all
So
right.
I will move the camera back to how it was. There we go. Yeah. So yeah. Oh, hang on.
That's the only good thing about wearing tops that are like those dry fit type tops.
Quick dry
the hair
ones.
Doesn't really stick to them.
No.
So...
Janet says, "Hi Lisa Rufus, how are you? My week has not been good on plan. Uni kicking up your bum. Okay, my darling. We'll get on to that as well. The Pakaka Andrew. Hi both. Yeah. Hi both. I'm on Slimming World. We have lost our permanent consultant, and I don't think it's good. I'm fringing. Sounds like fringe. Fringing again. I'm at Target as well. Okay, my darling. So there's a couple of you that are having some issues. Karen says, afternoon everyone. Karen CCS 67 says, afternoon everyone. And that happened at your daughter's group as well. Well, I'll come on to that in a second. Let's do all the hellos. Shen London, hello to you. Hi Lisa Rufus and everyone in chat. Ethel Red the Unready, hello all. Janet, I'm gutted that Stranger Things has finished. What can I watch now? Wednesday's quite good. We've still got a second season of that to watch.
Yeah, that is quite good. It's actually quite a good watch.
Yeah, The Boys on Prime is very good. I don't know because we tend to watch a lot of YouTube. In fact, I'm currently paying for Netflix, Amazon. Well, we get Amazon Prime with all the deliveries and stuff.
Was it Amazon or was it? There's that one that I liked on there. Upload.
Oh yeah, that's very good.
It's quite good.
And I'm also paying for Disney Plus, and at the moment we don't watch any of it. So they've all just renewed. So I'm about to go right.
Our brains are so busy with.
No, it's not. It's because I crash out every 5 minutes, and then I get obsessed with the Lego to an unhealthy degree. But Stranger Things. But yeah, right. So come on then, let's break it down. So I have heard from a couple of people on the online space, not the online Slimming World space, but from online. There does seem to be a few consultants that are either retiring.
Well, oh yeah, because there's one local to us that retired.
Retiring.
Someone that we know.
Or finding that they want to spend more time with their children, or wanting, just not finding it.
But the thing is,
conducive right now.
I said part of that. I think if where the price has gone up, if people, members were going and then can no longer pay because it's too much for them, or think it's too much and don't want to pay it, then they're losing income. The people that are the consultants, obviously it's a franchise, they're losing income, and then, if their members start going down and they don't get as many because people just don't want to pay that much, or like I say, or literally can't, then it's
it's difficult
because they've still got to pay Slimming World.
Yeah.
So they've still got to pay a certain amount to Slimming World.
Let's be brutally honest, right? Being a consultant is not easy.
No.
For a start, imagine being a consultant at a group and you've got us sat in your group where we do a lot of online research. We are connected to the Slimming World community and the slimming community in general. So we know a lot of stuff, and some of it is a little bit insider. And you've got us in group going, okay, we can't talk about that. But when the consultant says something wrong, I'm like, no, that's no. Your sins don't roll. Your SWIP, don't roll over. No, you can't just save them up till Friday night. No,
every consultant will obviously have their own little way of doing things, and like I say, where we were, our consultant obviously left and someone else came in and was trained up, went from they're not going to roll over to now, oh well, if you're going out on the weekend like she does, and then
save your SWIP,
then you can save them during the week and then spend them all on the weekend. But whereas I've done that in the past, and for me, if I did that, I would start using them from the, from the next day or the day after and go, oh, I've used 2 days worth, right, means I need to have 2 days with no SWIPs. Before you know it, the next day you can't do that. Then you've eaten into some more of them.
Yep.
Long term, like I say, maybe for a few people it might work, but definitely not for everybody.
No.
Because I find then they was then consuming too many, and then not being able to catch back up. So at the end of every day, whatever ones I've had left, so if I've only had 7 or 8 or whatever that day,
it vanishes.
The rest of them disappear. So the next day, you start again, clean the next day.
Well, it's what we say with all of it, isn't it? It's Slimming World. Listen, back in the day, right, you said if they wanted us to have 2 fibre choices, Margaret would have put it in from the beginning.
Yes.
I agree.
Yeah.
The oils, I agree with that being included now, because I think that is something, healthy oils weren't known about back then. Fish oils, omega-3s, avocado oil, all of that. Yeah. It's good. A little bit is good for you. So, back in the day, all fat, all oil was the enemy. Now we understand science a bit more. Yeah. The fibre thing still screws my brain. But anyway.
But you can still have too much fibre. You can eat too much fibre or not enough fibre, and that will then...
It's finding the balance.
If you have too much fibre, you might not be regular, and the same if you don't have enough.
But in terms of consultants, you've got consultants who, this idea of SWIPs rolling over, and yet they'll say in the same group, in the same breath, oh, but if you've overeaten one day, just draw a line and start again. So the SWIPs you've used, you draw a line under, but if you've got unused SWIPs, those roll forward. Yeah. So what you're telling us is if I fringed one day and ate 60 SWIPs worth of chocolate or whatever the hell it was, it would probably, knowing me, it would be cheese and bread and cheese. And then I would suffer because I can't do dairy and I can't do gluten. So I'd be really bad for a week. What was the other one
you were saying to me? What was it? At one time you would have liked Christmas cake with...
Yeah, a slice of Christmas
cheese.
Cake with cheese. That isn't... Listen, I have not heard the last of this. If you are somebody who eats or has eaten a slice of fruit cake, doesn't have to be Christmas cake, but a slice of fruit cake with some cheese at the same time, like on top of it,
like making
put
a
it
sandwich.
in the chat. Yes, put it in the chat. I haven't heard the last of it. Christmas cake with cheese. Strawberries with pepper on, absolutely not. You know, that's not phased him at all. But
strawberries with some chocolate.
No, but anyway, what was I saying?
No, it's not.
See, now you've completely derailed me.
Not chocolate.
No, chocolate. Rufus, I'm trying to make a serious point. So if I had fringed, right, and eaten 60 SWIPs worth of, we'll say bread and cheese, what they tell you at group isn't, oh, you ate that on the Wednesday, you weigh in on a Tuesday, so for the rest of that week just have 3 SWIPs a day and that will pull it back. They don't tell you that. They tell you not to do that.
Or they turn around and they say, oh, there, it's okay. Oh, are you having a really bad day that day? So you're completely, you're human. Don't worry about it. Just forget all about that and we'll just start again this week. But it's fine if you have a day like that and you eat have too many SWIPs. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, but the point I'm making is, if they don't want me, who's fringed on Wednesday, to then try and roll that big number into my weekly total, that is against Slimming World policy. You draw the line, start again. You don't put it back. You don't limit yourself, right? If that's what you do, then why, on the other hand, are we then supposed to save our SWIP? So on this side of the scale, I'm trying really hard. Look, so on this side of the scale, right, it goes like this. Huge amount of SWIPs, down for the rest of the week to virtually none. If that's wrong, how is this any different? Here's the rest of the week. Small. Friday, alcohol. How is that different? I don't see how that is different. I don't understand how a consultant can say, if you've had a fringe and you've eaten too much on one day, don't try and pull it back. Don't cut all your SWIPs. Just go back to 5 to 10. Carry on as normal.
Just draw the line and just start.
And then say in the same breath, but if you want to go out on Friday night and have 60 SWIPs of alcohol, save your SWIPs up.
All of this, to me, just screams eating disorder.
Yeah. It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense
it's
at all.
not going to help you either.
No.
Doing it that way won't help. So.
But I have heard on the grapevine that a lot of groups, unless they are extremely established with 40, 50, 60 members attending over maybe 1 or 2 sessions, unless they are extremely established, some of the numbers are falling off a little bit, and the consultants are seeing that they're losing the money, and the consultants, again, it's only what I'm hearing, and it's from the interwebs. Never trust what you hear on the interwebs, but some of the consultants aren't happy with the new way the plan works, the new way the, what's it called, image therapy or whatever that's called works. The consultants are getting it in their neck from both ends.
It's not anything like it used to be, and I think people were a lot more interactive with each other and giving each other really good ideas. But since all the change happened, it's mostly just a consultant that talks now, and it's not kind of like everyone joining conversation now and sharing experiences and that, which what they used to do.
That's what it was. That was a key part.
And now it, like I say, from when we were going, it was just, everyone listened to teacher, and literally
it's
that's
night and day difference, isn't it?
Yeah,
night and day.
Obviously that was our experience at our group, but other groups may be very different. So
and again, Luke John's group is very supportive. Apparently, every time he talks about his group, very supportive. Jane again. The Empress Jane Day. Good afternoon, Mum. We genuflect in your general direction.
Consultant's really, really good as well.
She loves her consultant.
It just depends, like I say, which group you go to, and if you find one that you don't get on with, go to another one. Try lots of them.
Yeah. Or if you're strong enough, do what we did and go switch to the online model. Susan Devlin, do you like the American Horror series? I have seen up to, there was Coven and then Asylum. After Asylum, I think I fell off them.
What's that?
So I've got several series to watch.
What's that other? Was it? It was a film. You know, the one in the Wild West. Was it with the making the people that look like real people?
I do. It's not, is it called Wild West? If Neil was here now, he would tell me. Robots.
Basically, like they were duping
West
people. Like
Westworld.
Westworld.
Thank you.
That's
I got there eventually.
But they made it into a series. Or
it was very good.
So
I don't know if there's more.
There was the film, and then they made it into a series.
We watched the first 2. I don't know if there's more than that.
It was really good though. Westworld.
Eel Thread. Yes. Other Ready, I'm Ready. The Haunting of what? The Haunting of Hill House on Netflix is good. There's a series of them with the same actors in all of the series. That's a bit like the American Horror Story ones. Yeah. Karen, your daughter's consultant needed to increase his income. He got a part-time job at a GP. This is it, you see. They're not making as much money. He got a part-time job at a GP surgery, was offered a promotion on full-time hours, and it pays a lot more than Slimming World. Wow. Janet loves horror stories. American Horror Story is a very good series. If you haven't checked that out, have a look at that, Janet. I need to watch more of them.
If you're not someone that grinds and will go out and post loads of leaflets all the time to get,
grinds their coffee.
No. I'm saying, if you're not someone that's really motivated and will go out, or get people to put leaflets indoors and stuff, then and be someone that posts online constantly, you're not going to have tons and tons of people walking through the door.
It's very difficult.
Yeah.
The Pakak Andrew. We had a permanent consultant. She's left. Then we got a girl called somebody. She was telling us about people's weight. People's weight who weighed in and gone home. That's not allowed. Oh my God!
You're not allowed to weigh in.
No, what she was doing was with her tablet up there, like going, so who else? Rufus. Yeah, hi Rufus, you lost a pound. You lost a pound today. Everyone give Rufus a clap. That's lovely. Oh, Rebecca, Stuart and Barbara have all gained a pound each this week. Oh well, they've all gone home.
Well, yeah, they're not allowed to say that anymore.
No, Andrea, Olivia.
No wonder she went home. Well, I can tell why.
Oh no, right. Oh look, Fatty Tara. She gained £5. What a pig. She's gone home. Could you imagine a consultant doing? I mean, I don't. That obviously wasn't what was said, but could you imagine a consultant saying that? If we'd weighed and gone, oh, Rufus hasn't stayed because he had a gain today of £3. Could you imagine? I mean, not that you have ever gained £3, I think, in your entire time at Slimming World, but
yeah, I did. I gained £4 in one day. £4 in one day.
No, you lost £4 in one day. When
yeah,
you
I know,
had a
but
poo
in one
went
week
wrong.
I'd had too much bovril.
Yeah.
I lost £4 overnight. So
you
I
did. Dormouse. Hello, Dormouse,
dear.
my gorgeous. Hello, everyone. Was delayed by Walter. That's her coffee machine. Demanding water, beans and ground emptying before he would give me a coffee. Grumpy says hello all. Hello to Grumpy. If you're new here, Grumpy is Dormouse's husband. Dormouse isn't Dormouse's name, but that's how she's known. And Grumpy isn't Grumpy's name, but that's how he's known.
And Walter's the coffee machine.
And Walter is the coffee pot. You'll get used to the law of the channel. So yes, everyone's saying hi to Dormouse. Janet says, what a load of twaddle coming from a slimming consultant. Really? I know, right?
Christmas cake and cheese? I don't think so.
Fruitcake and Christmas cake are well tasted with cheese. Do you know what? This Christmas, I'm going to buy us an indulgent tiny sliver of Christmas cake and get an indulgent tiny sliver of cheese to go on it.
Where are we going to get a one portion piece of cake?
From the one portion cake shop. No, I'll tell you what we'll do. I know what we'll do. We'll find wherever this bloody gluten-free bakery is that we keep hearing about.
Do just a piece and say
that I want to go for my birthday.
They're selling like they probably would just do it in little slices.
Yeah, they do a slice of gluten-free Christmas cake. Yeah. So we'll get or fruit cake. We'll get a slice of gluten-free fruit cake between us, and a slice of cheese between us.
Fruitcake.
Fruitcake.
Yeah, bit fruity.
I know, right? Bit fruity. Shen London. Yeah, you've had Christmas cake with cheese. Yummy. See? Janet says, if you don't use all your SWIPs, what? Don't save them.
Throw them in the bin.
Yes. They vanish. They evaporate. It's like hopes and dreams of our childhood. It's like our dreams of a happy future in our 20s. It's like the idea of owning a home for those of us under 30.
And basically all it says is, we've tried all of the other solutions to what we do with the SWIPs, and now because none of the other things have worked, at the end of the day, we bin the rest of them and start afresh the next day.
Yeah. Also,
we've tried all the other bits, so.
Also, SWIPs don't actually exist. They're not something you can actually save, so they're not actually like, I can't pick them up and put them in my bag. Here we are, look, here's my SWIPs, Roof, it's in my bag. Can you see them? Oh no, my bag had a hole in it and my spare ones are falling all over the floor. Oh, they're ruined now.
I've had that before.
Oh no.
I have to put them in the bin now.
Oh, I have to put them in the bin now, yeah. Dormouse says, it sounds like Weight Watchers used to do rolling over points way too confusing for you. You have your SWIPs each day, sometimes to your limit, other days not so many, but each day you start with your allowance. Exactly. Yeah. I think of them as like, what do I think of them as? I was about to say something and I thought, I don't actually know how. Right. I think of them as something that appears when I wake up and my brain goes, oh, I'm awake. Bing. A bit like, you know, in Black Mirror or Doctor Who or one of those random sci-fi series, it's like I've got a little floating number here somewhere. Yeah. And every time I use the SWIPs, it goes from 10, it goes 10, 9, 8. Oh, I'm having a Moroccan burger and a beetroot burger. Oh, 5.
That was very nice. I did like that.
Beep, do you know what I mean? And it just, when it gets to 0, it's gone. But I've still got that 5 at the top, that extra 5. And it goes 0. And I go, oh, but I haven't got my yogurt and options. Oh, I can use that 5. There we are. So I've used 4 of them. That's 14 SWIPs in total.
Occasionally I normally aim for about 10.
Yeah, I normally aim for about 8 or 10 at the moment. Yeah. So yeah. But I know, I agree. Don't save them. It's ridiculous. Audrey says, hello, my darling. Hello, Lisa, Rufus and lovely chat. Just made lasagna for tea. How did you make your lasagna? I'm always interested.
What time is dinner?
Yeah. Well, it doesn't matter because we can't get to her in time. She's all the way up north. And we'll have to feed the cats first, find a cat sitter, feed the dogs, find a dog sitter. We'll have to deal with, I know, it's just too far. We've still got to put petrol in the car. It's too far to go.
Oh.
I know. Maybe she could FedEx us some. That's a thing, isn't it?
What, with cheese?
with a piece of fruitcake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On
Audrey,
top. Yes,
can we
yes,
please
yes,
order 2 lasagnas with a piece of fruitcake and cheese, please? It's got to be gluten-free fruitcake and dairy-free cheese.
Yeah.
And SWIP-free as well, if you can manage it. A bit like the cake that we've got.
Which is SWIP free.
That one. So yes, hydration reminder, says Ed. Yes, hydration reminder. If you are, whatever you're doing, have a drink. Let us know what you're drinking.
And if you're having caffeine, like coffee or tea or fizzy pop with caffeine, make sure you drink water as well.
Yes, if you are drinking coffee, remember you can have decaffeinated coffee. It's like a water.
And the M&S Americano one is amazing.
You really like it.
I do.
I think it's okay.
They are very different though. The caffeinated one that they do, the Americano, and the decaf one are very different.
Oh, I had somebody ask why we don't use the Losers Club mugs. Because Rufus and I, a bit like the Empress, we have pints.
Yeah.
Basically.
I don't like to abuse my body in the world I live in. So
no, but
whichever cup is full at the time, I should.
Our cups are the larger size ones. So basically, the normal mugs, like we've got just there, look, Losers Club mug merch. I know I swapped it for the Slimming World one. I was like, what's the point in advertising them? Advertise ourselves. The Losers Club mugs are available on eBay, as are the bags, which you can't see because it's right behind my head. The bags, if you go to a group. There we go. You can just see there. Look, I've got one here. If you go to a group, we've got our bags. We haven't shown these off in ages, have we?
No.
These are the Losers Club, proud member of the Losers Club bags. They are little satchels. They fit. Pass me the book. I'll show you what they fit. They come with one of these shoulder straps. So we get a book, goes in quite happily. Give us that other book. Hang on.
And you can actually fit cooking books in there as well.
Yeah,
Slimming World
so
cooking books in there.
Can of pop in there.
Yeah, you can fit a couple of cans of pop.
There.
You get a
And
couple
then
of...
another can of pop for Slimming of the Week basket.
I say you can get... So if you're taking, I don't know, borrowed one of the... where we were, you could loan like cookbooks and things. So you could put a cookbook in there. You can put your Slimming World pack in there. A couple of drinks or so in there. Your purse in there or whatever you want to put in there.
And they're strong and sturdy.
And you've got a clip on the top so you can see it. You can shut it as well.
If it rains.
Yeah, you can shut the top.
So there you go.
Clip on it as well.
Oh, don't clip the handle inside. So yeah, these are available on the eBay. Right. Yeah. I really like them.
And you get a shoulder strap as well.
Yeah, shoulder strap.
So you've got a shoulder strap to go with as well.
And they are currently on our eBay if you want to go and have a look.
Yeah.
I really like them because one of the things that I found is that if all of this sits in one plate, I'm bearing in mind, right, you can see it's sealed at the top, look, and I'll show you what we just put in there. So there are 3 cans. One, put them on the desk. 2,
thank you. Yes.
And then the liquor side, and then your notebook, and then your Slimming World pack.
Oh, my Slimming World pack. Yeah.
And there was still space. So yeah,
there's a lot more space now.
Because it's empty, dear. Yeah, anyway, they're available online, as are the mugs. And somebody did say they wanted one of the diaries, so I'm looking into ordering one of those.
I don't want that one. I don't like that one. Thank you.
I know, it's because that one's mine. And that one's mine as well.
These are different as well. Look at them.
Yes, 2 different types of Pepsi Max Cherry. So anyway, yes. What was I saying? I was saying something about something. I can't remember. Hydration.
You were talking about bags.
I was talking about hydration. That's basically what I was saying. But yeah. When it says you've got to have so much coffee a day, so much water a day.
Yeah, you can say coffee, yes.
Yeah, you can have squash. You can have decaffeinated pop if it's sugar-free. Just be careful, though, because sometimes, there are chemicals in those things. Yeah. Water is always best. If you can't have water on its own, add some squash, add some...
Well, you can't say that, though, because that's... Dormouse is
No, that's Walter, not water.
You said water.
Walter with an L is the coffee machine. Water is the thing that comes out the tap.
Water.
Or you get in a bottle. Sparkling.
Yeah,
water. The water in Mallorca.
Water.
Don't taste like what it oughta.
Or just water.
My God, that's a reminder. That's an old one, isn't it? You have seen Westworld. Yay.
Ooh.
Your consultant never commented on what you post online, but people in group do. Do they? I don't think, well, we know people have commented online about what we've posted, but you know. Jane Thompson, not sure if this is old news or not. From the More, part of the options is a tab, weight loss medication hub, offering help in that arena. Is there? Oh, interesting. So on the app there is you can click more, and then part of the option says weight loss medication hub, offering help in that arena. So people that are on the jabs. Dormouse, I can never do a group. Wow. The more I hear, the less I like. So I do not understand. Slimmer of the week either. No, neither do I. Then you have to buy. But you can't
win that if you're on jabs. You can't get nothing.
Then you have to buy for the Slimmer of the Week basket raffle plus tea, coffee, and your fee. Well, our groups, the raffle has always gone towards the teas and coffees and a larger monthly raffle prize. But you are right. You put something in the Slimmer of the Week basket. You can only be Slimmer of the Week if you've lost the biggest amount, which is ridiculous.
And you get raffle, which also then they buy tea, coffee and stuff with, so you can get a drink when you go there. So if you're not using it, make sure you get your money's worth of tea and coffee.
Yeah, but they don't have decaf.
And often don't have the right milk as well. If you're on skinny milk or other milk choices, usually it'll be semi-skimmed milk that you'll find. More like our one.
And what we would do is take our cups, our sealable travel mug things, and I'll put my milk and my syrup in the bottom. Yeah. So I just go and then fill it up with coffee and water. So
if you're on oat milk or something else, then.
Oh wow, Susie, Susie says your group is super and run by a top gold consultant. Our consultant hit gold. Absolutely amazing. Was, and then she got promoted within Slimming World and is now high up, and she's amazing. In fact, if she was still a consultant, we'd
still be getting a group.
I would even say if she was in Sheffield and she went back to it, we'd travel there probably.
Probably.
We would. She was that amazing.
Half an hour at Sheffield.
Yeah, or even maybe even up to an hour if it was like evening time. Maybe if she was like on the outskirts of Manchester. No, that would be a bit far to go, but maybe. It must be a fair amount.
Oh, if she in Bournemouth or she was.
It must fair amount up each week going to group. It must mount up. It does. It does. Mr. Kipling, do individual Christmas cake bars? Yes, but you got to buy them in a packet of 6. Defeats the purpose. You also asked about bananas. If you mash it up, it sins, but if it goes in your mouth, it still mashes up. So how does that work? Banana Gate is a whole thing.
The idea is that if you leave it as it is and just try consume it in one go, then it's free.
There is a just swallow it whole. No, don't do that. My brain went to so many rude places that I'm not allowed to say on the interwebs.
But I said the reason they do that is because if it's something that, obviously you get your speed fruit, any things that are sort of just free food, and I think because of bananas as well, you can over-consume bananas quite easily because they're very soft. And some people will go, oh, do you know what? I'm going to put this in here and I'm going to make a smoothie and I'm going to do this with it. And then put 2 bananas or more in there straight away. There's a lot of calories in bananas, and that's the reason why they are like, is it 4 or 5 SWIPs depending on the size of your banana? It's a lot.
I've got a message from the Empress.
Oh.
She says that if we are allowed to save SWIPs or use them at the weekend, in other words, to count them up and wait, can somebody show me where it says this in the book? Cheers. Exactly, it doesn't. It doesn't say that in the book. In the new version, in the old version, it doesn't say that because it isn't a thing. And I firmly believe this idea of, I'm on a rant, are you ready? I think it is, hang on, let me just, have I got a warning? Is there a warning button? That's sort of good for a warning. Right, warning. I'm going to use a slightly bad words. I think it is bollocks. Right? Big, hairy bollocks. I think it is absolutely stupid. I believe if you eat 50 SWIPs worth, right, of something in one go and you're not used to doing that, right? Say you, again, I've got no evidence apart from my own body, I think that does more damage than consuming those 50 SWIPs over a week, right? So say you get weighed in on a Tuesday, Friday comes along, you have 60 SWIPs of alcohol, right? I believe, no, alcohol's a little bit different because it burns differently, but I believe that does more damage than if you have your 10 SWIPs a day or whatever it is. I genuinely do. And I think this idea of saving them up till the weekend, if you do that, how many times, not just our consultant, but many consultants will tell you, if you go out on a weekend and you've had lots of alcohol, you know what happens, it lowers your inhibitions, and then you get the pizza on the way home or the kebab.
But if you have a consultant that, like I say, you know, still goes out every week drinking and doing all of that, then that might not be, if you're not someone that does those sort of things and they promote that at a group, then it might not be the group for you. But like us, you know, we try and stick to the same amount of SWIPs most days, you know, unless there's a reason why we just didn't want something or didn't use them all, or most of like the ones that we set out for that day. Like I say, even Jane will, you know, be consistently sort of using the same amount every day, because if you do that, your weight will still come down no matter what you do. As long as you're sticking to it, the weight's still going to come down, and you're not then feeling like you're going without something by, you know, because you're having a good amount. You're not having like the whole total of SWIPs maybe that day, but, you know, a good amount.
And the SWIPs are there to be used.
Yeah.
And if you don't use them, our old consultant that retired used to say it's like putting on a tighter corset.
Yeah.
And it does feel like that. If you start using 0 to 5 SWIPs, you're dieting.
Yeah.
Hate to say it, that's not a lifestyle you can do forever. That's a diet. That's a limiting, controlling. That is a diet that you are consciously cutting out things that you like.
But for anyone, like I say, if you're, you know, joining us today and you've not been on here on the live before, a lot of people, you'll get the people that go to groups that are dieters, and you'll get the people that are what you call us lifers, are people that are doing this just for the lifestyle, because that it's super healthy. It gives you the right amounts of everything that you need, and you can still slowly drop weight.
Exactly.
But you do get, I would say, a big majority of people that go to the groups are dieters.
Yeah.
So, and obviously that's where they cater for mostly, because those people will go get a countdown and, you know, pay for 10 weeks and get 12 weeks. And then all of a sudden, you know, the first couple of months they did okay, and then they start to taper off, and then they fall off, and then they go and do it all over again.
And that's why there is such a focus on Slim of the Week, Slim of the Month.
Oh wow, look,
Biggest Loser.
You could do as good as this person. Wow.
Yeah. What there isn't, and that's also why target members are largely forgotten. Because let's not hang on. I will come back to your comment, Andrew.
They're like the mascots, aren't they? Really?
Well, yeah, but let's not try and trick ourselves.
No.
The name is Slimming World. It isn't Healthy Lifestyle World. No. It isn't Health and Wellness World. It isn't live a better life, be healthy, walk around, live longer, have all these health benefit world. It's Slimming World. It's where you go to slim.
Can I get you to fill this, you know, you've lost like 10 stone. Can I get you to fill this form in? Basically, it means that we want to advertise that you lost this much weight, put you all over our internet pages, and because it helps us promote and get more people in.
But Rufus, Slimming World could have given you a free trip to London.
And we could have given you clothes to wear and all of that, and a room to sleep overnight.
Yeah, you could have got a 3-star hotel in London overnight for a photo shoot, and you could have been given some Georgia Asda clothes.
I know, right?
Or whoever was sponsoring that month's magazine issue, and then you could have come back with a couple of pairs of jeans, a couple of t-shirts, maybe a shirt, maybe a pair of shoes, and then we would feature you forever in our advertising, telling everybody, hey, you know this person that you don't really know? He used to be a fat bastard. Now, he's not a fat bastard. He's not a fat bastard thanks to Slimming World.
He's now
Here is his photo forever. Here is him at his biggest forever. That photo's never going to be taken down, and you've signed it away on the interwebs. There you go.
Yeah.
Oh, and by the way, did we tell you we've shared your story in Best Magazine and Bella Magazine and Take a Break Magazine?
So people can get a voucher magazine. And people will be joining just because of you.
Yep. Awful, innit?
It is very awkward.
Let alone when they, like other media have done in the past, where they discover that we're a trans couple.
Oh.
And then it's like, oh my God, tick, 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 ding, ding, ding. How many boxes do we tick? Ding, 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 ding. Do you know what I mean?
All of the ding, ding, dings.
Oh, it must be so difficult. No, we stick to plan. That's all it is.
We just follow the plan, that's it.
We are lifers, and this is the thing. Being a lifer, it's our lifestyle. We eat healthily because, quite frankly, I don't want to go blind in my eye again, and I don't want to lose my foot. So that's why I stick to it, and because I'm getting into it. Yeah, well, that's it.
We have.
I love what I eat.
Stick to it.
I absolutely love what I eat. There will be on your birthday. You're going to Harvester for a SWIP thingy, what's it called? Mixed grill. And the only thing I want on my birthday is a bit of gluten-free coffee cake from that bakery, which to be honest I've been thinking about for 3 years, and we're still not gone. So it'll probably be my birthday and we still won't go because it will come and I'll be poorly that day, and it'll be
hopefully we'll
wait till next year.
We can just go whatever day.
But we don't. It's a birthday extravaganza.
It's not something that we do all the time. It's just the odd day now and again, because I really like what we do every day. Oh,
so do I. We like Jane, we are foodies. We love our food. We eat plentiful food. We do use our SWIPs on our food. I'd rather eat my calories than drink them, so we don't tend to use a lot in terms of drinks. But we eat a lot of food, and it just happens that it's all on plan. So Banana Gate, bananas. It's a thing that there is a science to it. It doesn't make much sense to me. It sounds like pseudoscience. What we need, Jane Day, could you please ask your incredibly knowledgeable scientific expert of a son to give us the full lowdown on the bananas? Because I can never remember.
There's a lot of calories in bananas.
But it's something to do with satience, and when you mash it with saliva, it does a chemical thing. It changes the compounds in it, and it doesn't affect your body in the same way that mashing it does.
As well, partly it's because bananas are very high in sugars.
Yes, and if you're mashing them, you're either going to be baking them, put them into banana cake, and when you heat them, it does something else to the sugar molecules or something. There's all this complicated stuff, right? Probably bananas should have a SWIP value, probably. But they're not going to do that.
But all of the fruit that are not berries and not melons, most of the other ones are either free food, a lot more sugar in, and a lot more calories, and that's literally why the difference of free food and speed food, speed up fruits or whatever.
This makes me laugh. Dormo says, yes, I can't remember if it was a post or something saying about Hub. For those on weight loss medication and wanting to use Slimming World, as all are welcome and support is available. All are welcome, but are you ready? Are you ready?
Then,
Give us your money. Give us your £6.95. But if you're on jab, it's gone up. It's gone up now. If you're on jab, you don't get to weigh in. You do get to weigh in. You don't get Slim of the Week. You don't get basket. You don't get mention. You don't get tea. You don't get coffee. You don't get friendship. You don't get support. You don't get consultant's phone number. You don't get any extras. You don't get
Slim of the
mention.
Month either.
You don't get Slim of the Month. You don't get Biggest Loser. You don't get Nout. No. But give us your £6.95. Keep taking £180 a month for jab. £400 for jab, £800 for jab. If you're paying £800 a month for jab, you can afford £7 to come to group and get weighed. You don't get anything else, you just get on the scales.
Yeah, and then the door's over there, bye.
But you're welcome, especially if you're one of those that want to weigh in and go. That's what we really like. Come to group, weigh in and piss off, because we don't really want you, because you're cheating with that Manjaro jab. But you're more than welcome, and we're always here if you want to come off jab and just do it the proper way. No judgment. If you want to cheat and use the jab, you feel free to cheat and use the jab. We won't look at you. We won't do nothing. We just won't give you nothing. Nothing at all. You'll never get a mention again. But if you want to weigh in and piss off, then that's what we want you to do. As long as I get the money, I don't really care what you do. I don't really care if you have jab. I don't really care if you get your jaw wide. I don't really care if you have gastric band. If you do any of them, you don't get nothing. But if you have the jab, we're warm and welcoming. We're always here to support you.
I said I sort of watched somebody who was on Manjaro
and
online.
Seen
someone on YouTube that I followed who was doing Manjaro for a while, and he started going to a group and was sort of healthy eating, went to a group, and he joined a group online as well, like on Facebook or wherever. And he was they were doing like, oh, this is what we're eating today. And so he thought, oh, do you know what? One day I'll put pictures on of what I eat that day. So he uploaded some photos, and it was like one day he'd had 2 sandwiches. Obviously, you can have 2 fibre choices. You can do all that now if you really want to on odd days. He decided to post all stuff on there, and they said, oh, that's going to be way too many, SWIPs or whatever, and too healthy fibres and this and that. And he got kicked out of group.
Because he wasn't doing Slimming World
because he was
right.
doing Manjaro, he wasn't doing it right, so they told him to leave.
Janet says, save the SWIPs in a card and give them to your consultant. See what they say. Exactly. Ed's non-scale victory is getting into a pair of pants that were too small a few months ago. Well done, you. Audrey's drinking a decaf coffee. Dormouse sends wonderful gluten-free sticky toffee pudding from a fabulous hotel near you. 600 miles down to your auntie, as it's the best she's ever had. Wow.
Blimey.
Oh, excuse me.
It must be good then.
Audrey, Walter gives decaf, but Tassimo in the bedroom gives the full strength. Wow. And she says, well done to Ed for getting in the smaller pants. Yeah, well done, Ed. Excuse me. Don't forget to put your save SWIPs in the bag. Exactly. Samantha Brigg, good afternoon, Samantha. Your food is not really on plan today because it's your daughter's birthday. So hopefully it doesn't impact you too much, but what will be, will be. We're going to come to some tips on moving forward at some point.
But just enjoy it. Like I say, if it's that meal, if it's a meal off, just to really enjoy yourself, enjoy what you have.
One meal out of 21 or 14 or 7, whatever you have, one meal is not going to affect your month, right? Might affect your week. It's not going to affect your month. One meal. If you are able to draw that line straight under, make the best choices you can whilst you're celebrating your daughter's birthday, right? So have a piece of cake, don't have 4. Have, you know, a little bit, if there's a sandwich, if there's a little, like, what's it called? A picky buffet thing. Have a sandwich. Count your bread fibre choice. Don't have 4 vol au vents or sausage rolls or whatever it is. Make the best choices you can. Maybe eat before you go or whatever. Or if you don't want to worry about that for the day, don't worry about it for the day. You can flexi-swip or whatever they call it. I've never done that.
But
I think it's dangerous.
Often people say flexi-swip, but basically they mean work out in your own mind the amount of SWIPs you might want to use that day, and then just try and aim and stick to that amount. But then you're not counting it. You're just it'll just be written off afterwards, and then
Basically,
and that's basically what they call flexi-swipping. It's just
it's basically have a think about what you're eating before you eat it.
Yeah.
That's what I do.
Yeah,
Banana Gate's a big thing. Angela Brown, hello, my darling. Just popped in quickly. Hope everyone's okay. Off to son-in-law's birthday, staying on plan though. Well done to you. Dormo says hello to Jane and Joe. Hope you're having a good day. Andrew, the Pickakak Andrew, says our consultant also has a favourite. Oh my God, yes. Has favourite members, and also our consultant Miss Me and my mam when she does the talk in image therapy. Yep. I used to get missed once. I held up. Once the consultant said, if anyone needs support, speak up. If anyone needs support, I raised my hand and she went, okay, moving on. Slim of the week in the raffle. And I was like...
She has glasses that she normally wears for long distance, but...
Anyway.
Yeah.
We're not going to go into that.
No.
Audrey says, you use all 20 most days. Yep, because you can have more. Oh look, Karen says, is there such a thing as flexi-swips? There is. It's kind of, it's not in the book. It's not an official part of the plan. We've never done it because it doesn't work for us.
It's a bit like us saying, oh, you know, thinking like when my birthday comes up, we're going to Harvester, then looking at, so if it's somewhere you're going that you can see a menu online, and have an idea of the type of food that you might eat when you're there, you can kind of have an image in your head of the amount of SWIPs that you might want to use that day. But, you know, we use our SWIPs later in the day. So for us, whatever SWIPs I have that day for that meal, I will just be basically writing off afterwards. So that will be what I'll be having, using my SWIPs when I'm out for my birthday meal, and when I get back, I still choose to not have a cake, because most cake things that they have on the menu are all full of sugar, and I don't have added sugar very much now. So I would rather have a nice bowl of fruit and stuff when I get home, a nice pot of yogurt. I might, have a slightly nicer yogurt, or the M&S one that I like, that's super thick, and put that on my fruit.
So I've just done a very quick little look at Google search. Harvester Mixed Grill calorie breakdown. The standard is anything between 900 and 1500 calories.
Yeah.
Now that is quite a bit.
Yeah.
But bearing in mind,
because I think they probably fry your egg and that will be on it. They fry your mushrooms, I think, as well.
This is with the sides, so approximately.
Yeah.
So if you count it as 1500 for you, right, that's quite a lot in one meal. But we fast.
I've had it before, and I had chips and stuff with.
We intermittently fast. So if you have, and that's the standard. The ultimate one is actually only 300 calories more, so it's not that bad. But if you, not that you'd be able to eat that much these days. No. But if you had the standard
meat sweats.
Yeah, the standard mixed grill, 1500 calories. Where Flexi-swips comes in, I don't know what the SWIP value is. Let me Google that. But basically, you'd work out what the SWIP value is, and say, right, well then, for that day, and it's important that it's that day, that is my total.
But it's
I'm not going to go over it. I'm not going to have 15 more.
Being mindful about, so you've actually give it thought before you've actually gone somewhere and worked out roughly the amount of sort of SWIPs that you might use that day. And then, you're not going to go, right, oh, I haven't decided what I'm having before I go to the restaurant. All right, well, we're here, right? Oh, what am I going to have? Oh, I might have a bit of cake. I might have a starter. I might have my main course. I might have my salad bowl and some bread rolls. And I might have an alcoholic drink. I might have... You've already planned it in your mind, and you've given it some thought as to what you might be eating when you're there. And that way, you are... hopefully, not going to have a massive gain or whatever from it.
Yeah.
You're limiting any damage that you might do that week. You might have, you might maintain that week or put a pound on, but it's one day. It's not, it's one day out of a whole week.
Yeah, exactly. Hang on.
Yeah.
And it's... Hang on.
What are you
doing? Right, okay. So basically,
So I say, when I go there though, I because it's a meal out, I do have chips, which obviously have been deep fried. You can have a baked potato, so if you don't want your baked potato and butter and things like that, you can ask when the waitress comes around, you can say, I want, vegetables or whatever on my plate, and I want a baked potato. I don't want any butter or any butter brushed over my vegetables or whatever. And they will literally, they're so, like I say, when we've gone, they're so used to people asking those sort of things, because you want to be healthy. You don't have to, or someone might have a dairy intolerance or something like that. So you can just say, I can't have butter or I can't have dairy. Can they make it so my vegetables are, don't have any butter or anything on?
And the thing is, looking at this SWIP value, it's saying for 1500 calories, it's 75 SWIPs. That's the basic, that's the old rule. Because a SWIP is not 20 calories.
No.
Let's be honest, right? A Muller Light is more than 10 calories.
Yeah.
And yet it's half a SWIP. There is a reason SWIPs are calculated on its calorific value plus its satiety value, so how satiating it is, and also your propensity to overeat. These things are combined and given a SWIP value.
Well, so like
it isn't just
the vegetables and that we eat, like it's even when we're at home, don't fill me up as much, but we do only have things like our protein and stuff. So if I've got like meat on my plate, I think over time that has all reduced down, because I know full well when I go to have a mixed grill, it's going to be too much for me, meat wise. Otherwise, because obviously the protein and stuff is going to fill my belly a lot quicker. So usually I will end up with a doggy bag and bring in stuff home for the dogs, like meat and bits and pieces for the dogs, because I know I won't be able to eat it all. I will enjoy it, like I say, and anything I can't eat because I've only got so much room in my belly, I'll bring back for the dogs.
So this is actually saying that for one sausage, one bit of black pudding, fried egg, fried mushroom, standard portion of chips, and a trimmed rump steak, and also trimmed gammon, so the fat cut off, 35 cents, 35 SWIPs, which actually isn't all that much. It's 20 more than you would have as a standard day. Plus, obviously, the sides and everything else.
In the past, I'd gone and had that with chips, had a side salad, had, I think, a bread roll instead of my healthy extra, had some butter, like had my salad bowl and a little bit of sauce on. And that week I lost £2 that week. So
yeah, you can do. And the thing is, it's one of these things where going in, if you know, this is where Flexi-swips come in. Going in, if you know that you are going to have 35 SWIPs for a meal, you enjoy that meal. You know it's calculated. It'll probably be more once you have your bit of coleslaw and your whatever else. So if you say 40 to 50 SWIPs, you write that off as a one-off. It's not something that we've done, even at Christmas, we stuck on plan. So it's not something that you'll do a lot, because it's your birthday, not mine. I will stick to plan. I'm anticipating having my usual from there, which is a jacket potato with no butter, a rotisserie chicken, a half rotisserie chicken, or just the breast, depending on what I'm feeling that day, and my vegetables. And that's it. And I will have salad. I will SWIP a little bit of the blue cheese sauce, because I like that. Apart from that, I pretty much stick to, maybe a bit of coleslaw, but I stick to plan. And because it's not my birthday, like there's no excuse for me to go, oh, I'm going to eat this and I'm going to eat that. But on my birthday, I will SWIP a piece of coffee cake. And that, again, if I look at it and go, oh, there's some coffee cake there, I'm going to have that. And maybe we'll go, I don't know, maybe they'll do, when we get to that cafe, maybe they'll have a gluten-free pizza slice or something. And I'll look at the calories, work that out, and go, oh, I can have a piece of pizza and a coffee cake in the shop. You may have a piece of cake or not, but we'll have that, and we'll SWIP it. And it's just about making those informed choices. Flexi-swips is where you allow yourself that wiggle room for life to happen, and then you're straight back on it the next day.
But I think one of the reasons, like, we've tried many types of, you know, the way Slimming World works, we've tried it many ways. So we've done, oh, I'm barely going to have any SWIPs and not use the SWIPs in my meals.
How did that work out for you?
It makes your food not as exciting, and you're making food that's very, very bland, like not bland, as in like
there's no variety.
Yeah, and because you're not using some of your SWIPs in the meals themselves, there isn't enough variety.
No, you're just dieting then. And again,
it's not something long term.
Slimming World isn't about restriction. Slimming World is about eating what you want, but just making informed swaps. It's basically, let's be honest, right? Margaret was very clever. She packaged a relatively low calorie, common sense plan, gave it all lots of lovely branding, lots of lovely bits and pieces, and made it so that idiots like me can follow a calorie controlled ish
without
diet plan,
just worrying
without
just
having
calories.
To go, oh, I'm going to have a banana. Now, my banana is a small banana, not a medium banana. Now, a small banana is 90 calories, but a large banana is 140. So maybe it's about 120 calories.
I think if I were just calorie counting, I think I would have to eat the same exact things every day of the week. Like, you know, not exactly the same every single day, but on that day, the same the next week on that
Beef
day,
burger
and so
on
on,
Monday, Moroccan burger on
so
Tuesday.
that I would be able to work out what the calories were. And because the plan works this way. It's you don't a lot of a lot of it is relative
Just pass me my
calories.
pack, please. Just
It's
there.
all relatively low in calories, and you don't really have to think about all of that because a lot of it's
done for you.
Yeah,
and it is common sense.
and you can over consume your calories. You can have a bit more one day than another day, and then have been slightly had a few extra calories, even if it was free food. You can.
Dormouse says, today is a rare day. I actually felt hungry, but no panic. I can have what I fancied. Banana and cheese sandwich. And still have SWIPs available to enhance a lovely steak dinner tonight. Exactly. Banana and cheese sandwich. Anything to say on that, dear?
You could have cheese and Marmite.
Banana and cheese.
What about jam and cheese?
As long as you didn't mash the cheese, banana, you're fine.
Put...
Anne-Marie Pollitt, hi all.
What about those strawberries and cheese?
No, strawberries and pepper.
Strawberries and cheese.
Strawberries and cheese is weird. Strawberries and pepper
and
makes
cheese?
sense. You can have chocolate and cheese. I've seen that before. Andrew says, it's total tripe, and also our consultant was so cruel. When one of our members' mum died, she was on a countdown. They then they turned around and she was not getting her money back.
Wow.
I ain't being funny. I'm glad that consultant's left. But you're giving me loads and loads and loads of material for my Brickhampton Slimland series. I've written the second episode, by the way.
Yeah.
I'm really pleased with myself. It's coming together. Duchess of Oak Trees. I think the raffle cash in our group goes to a charity, either a cancer charity or another one, but I can't remember the other. Oh, wow, that's good.
That's really good.
You're only having one meal off everything before and after will be accounted for. Really want to celebrate with her. She's 18 today. Oh my gosh, congratulations for your daughter. You get a happy birthday, and here is your birthday cake for your daughter. Happy birthday. That's me and Rufus on there, by the way. Happy birthday. Shall we sing the birthday song?
A SWIP-free cake.
Shall we sing the birthday song? Go on then.
This is your birthday song. It does go on and on. Cause
it's
your
very
birthday
long.
song.
It is the birthday song.
Happy birthday!
It does go on and on. It is the birthday song. It can be very long. It is the birthday song. It is the birthday song. It does go on and on. It is the birthday song. It does go on and on.
And there's no end to it. It just keeps going.
It just goes on and on and on and on. But it's the birthday song.
Yeah.
Happy birthday for your daughter's 18th. How does it feel having a fully grown adult as a child? Robina
Doesn't make any sense, does it?
Well, her daughter's now an adult.
Yeah.
So her child is now an adult.
It's like, how is it to have a child that's now an adult?
Yes. Your child is always going to be your child. If you've given birth to somebody...
You probably won't see them like an adult.
If you've given birth, or if you are a parental figure for a child, whether you've birthed that child or not, that child is your child. When you are 80 and that child is 50 or 60, that child is still your child. They're no longer a child, but they are your child.
Very good, yeah.
Yes. It's not like kitten, where...
We have one, yes.
Well, we don't have a kitten. We've got...
She's like...
She's not a kitten. She's a fully grown, but Doodar's a kitten, isn't he? Everyone's saying hello to Anne-Marie. Karen, you've deleted your message. I'm not sure what that is. Right, so then, for those of you that have had... There we go. Right, I'm going to get stuck with Pussycat now. Come on then, gorgeous. Hello. For those of you that have had a fringe or a tough week on plan, what would you say, Rufus, if somebody has struggled this week to stick on plan, or they fringed, or...
Say, I'm going to boot you up the bum if you're not good.
No, it isn't about good or bad. It really isn't, is it? It's about, are you still in that place where it was really difficult and you made those choices? If you're still in that place, first thing you've got to do is forgive yourself for having eaten that, right? Don't beat yourself up. Don't go, oh, I'm going to eat nothing but mung beans for the next week.
But also, some people will have a lot of food. Something happens, they eat a lot of food, and then they go, oh, the next day, right, I need to go without my lunch or without my
I'll have
breakfast or...
cabbage soup diet for a week.
And that doesn't work. You just need to, be okay with, I'm human, I did this, draw that line and just carry on. And carry on like you normally do on plan. But, just be aware you ate what you ate. You might have a slight gain that week. But you might only maintain, you may be lucky, may maintain, or have a tiny loss. Like I say, you just got to just get straight back to it and not be hard on yourself.
Yeah. The important thing that we have taken from group after all these years is you draw the line under. You stop. Whatever it is.
Yeah.
If you're watching this now and you've overdone things up till this point, if you are wanting to stop, this is your kick, this is your reminder, this is your reset, right? From this moment, if you're sat there now with a cup of tea and a packet of biscuits, put the biscuits down. Either throw them out, because as we always say, environment wins over motivation.
The things that are not always good for us come in a big pack that's not in little portions.
Exactly. Exactly. And it's one of those things where if you are somebody who really, really struggles with, I've gone off plan for a day, that's it now, I'm off. Remember, the quicker you get back on your journey, the less of a detour you've taken.
Yeah.
Right? We often talk about being on the motorway and our destination, and you're on the motorway and I'm on the A roads going round and round and round. Right? At the end of the day, the reality is I've been on many a detour. That I've hit that roundabout and gone round and round and round that roundabout over the years. In previous times on plan, normally it'll be a Friday evening, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Where I would go, oh my God, something in my brain would go, eat now.
Lisa would go, oh, I know, Rufus hides something in the bedroom somewhere. I'm going to go and find it.
Yeah, you would have my stash of SWIP, low-sin food or stuff for the
snacks,
dogs, little cake bars or something that the dogs get occasionally as treats. And I would go and find it and I would eat it all. And then, oh my God, blah, 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 blah. But this time around, I'm not doing that because I've learned that I don't want that. And now with my eyes, with my diabetes issues, I can't do that anymore. I'm not allowed. If I do that, I will go blind and I will lose my foot. So therefore, that's not an option. So I've got a very good why. But if you've fringed, if you've had a bit of a session this week and you've overdone things, forgive yourself. Listen, we're all human, right? First things first, are you finished with that mindset? If you're watching this, you probably are.
But I would say as well, if you are someone that goes to a group, Slimming World, I would say, are not the biggest sort of place that you can go to that will support you if you're someone, because they ask you, I think when you first join, if you've got any eating disorders or things like that.
Be careful with that word.
Yeah.
We can only use that a couple of times on the tubes.
So yeah, you will get asked things like that, and it's not something that they want talking about at groups either.
No.
But on here, like I say, we're just real people, and we'll talk about, everyday life things that happen to people, and because we've had part of our lives about things like that it's sometimes takes you a good few times, 3 times or so, that we've fallen off.
3 solid attempts,
come back and found something that actually works. So if it doesn't work the first time round, keep going, because like I say, we've got there now that it is just everyday life now, whereas before I didn't see it as everyday life for me because it was quite restrictive. But it was me that was being restrictive, not the plan. Yeah,
the plan isn't. The plan works if you work it, as Jane said. And the key thing that I think, the 3 things this time round that we preach to the heavens. Number 1, if you don't want to eat it, don't buy it. If you don't want to put it in your belly, don't put it in your trolley. 2, linked to that, your environment is stronger than your motivation. So if you are surrounded by chocolate, eventually when your motivation dips, if you are a chocolate fan, you will eat chocolate. If you work in a chocolate shop, eventually, well, actually, if you work in a chocolate shop, you get sick of the smell of chocolate. But if you are somebody who has trouble,
her head's gonna fall off.
yeah, if you have chocolate as a trigger food and you've got it in your cupboard, no matter how many times you tell yourself, I can control that, when your motivation dips, when you're running from work late, or you're having a poorly day, or you're out of spoons, or, you know, you get an emotional phone call, or God forbid, somebody in your family is ill or passes, or you lose a pet, or something happens, and you hit that moment of crisis, for a lot of people, those moments are where our motivation is at its weakest. If in those moments you have a cupboard full of trigger food, what are you going to go for? Are you going to go for that, or are you going to go, oh well, I'll stand by, hang on, I'll just whip up a Slimming World friendly omelette and a lasagna. Hang on. And the third thing we talk about is our new thing, which is keep it super simple. Yeah. Those three things, if you can do that and put that into place and follow the plan, it's almost guaranteed that you will, over the course of a year, you will lose some weight and you will be able to hopefully keep it off. But that's really important, isn't it?
But I do think though, it's like the thing where people go, oh, you know what, I'm going to go to the gym. And then they go, right, well, if I'm going to make a New Year's resolution and I'm going to do this, I need to like go at least 4 to 5 days every week without fail.
Yeah.
And just start like that. You're going to get burnout because it's a, you know, resolution that you just can't, it's not sustainable. Yeah, you can't stick to it because it's just too much. It's too, you know, you've gone from 0 to 5 days a week and you've never really done it before.
No.
So it's the same with the plan. The easier that you make the plan, the better. If you start off and keep it really simple, then you can add to little bits and make little changes as you go along, but it's sustainable then.
But also, this ain't a race.
No.
This isn't a race with anyone. The only person you're racing is yourself. And listen, for those of you that have had bad weeks so far, draw that line. If your bad week, say if you gain £6,
yeah,
what's that going to do? Say if you normally lose £1 a week, half a pound a week, right? And you gain £6. That's quite a lot.
Yeah.
Let's be honest. Pulling it back for half a pound a week, it might take you, what's that? £half a week would be 12 weeks. So that's nearly 3 months on one overeating binge. That is, it delays. It'll be a bit of a kick up the bum, but it's only 3 months.
But
and I know that sounds like a lot.
Get back to it. You know, it will come back off. So you just.
And if you are somebody who regularly loses a pound, it's 6 weeks.
Yeah.
If you lose 1.5 pounds, it becomes 4 weeks. All it does is delay your destination. And this isn't a journey where you get to your target and go, that's it now, I'm off plan. I can live forever. I've hit my target. I've hit 13 stone, 12 stone, 9 stone, whatever your personal target is. Oh, I've got to 10 stone and now I don't have to think about my weight ever again. No, you will always have to maintain, if you want to maintain your weight in the healthy range, you'll always have to be aware of what you eat. And the thing about Slimming World for us is it's giving us those lifelong lessons about, actually, I now recognise a lot clearer when I'm full.
Yeah.
I now recognise a lot less of a lot more of my own body's signals when I'm thirsty, when I'm hungry, all of those.
Yeah.
And I make better choices. It doesn't mean that I can't have effectively high sin, high sugar, high fat food every now and again if that's what I choose to have. I just know that I'm going to pay the consequences. And in my health, with being diabetic, those consequences could be disastrous. And in terms of high fat meals, that could be just as disastrous over a long period. Over a one-off, it might just delay my getting to target. But we're not doing this to get a magic gold certificate that says you're a target member.
I just want to be in control of if my weight's going to go up or down.
Yeah.
Literally, and get myself to a healthier weight so that
you
live longer,
live
longer, have slightly less health issues moving forward.
Less stress on your knee, less stress on your back, which are trigger points for you, aren't they?
Yeah, that's it. It's just
your weaknesses and your health concerns.
But I always talk about, you know, that I have like a good, you know, two people inside me. I have one that sits on one shoulder and one on the other, good and the bad, and one that will always go, I'll go to the supermarket or somewhere and it'll be, oh yeah, just go and get that chocolate over there. You know you used to buy chocolate. But the good part of me is also saying, no, if you bring that home and put it in your trolley, it'll only be, 1 or 2 rooms away when you really, need it the most. I can just walk to the kitchen
It's
and
not
go
even
get it.
when you need it, when you want it.
When you want it, when the naughty beer is going, oh, you always used to eat a little bit of chocolate. A little piece won't do you any harm. Go and get it in the kitchen. It's only 2 rooms away. So
if you're an alcoholic, do you have loads of vodka in the house? Of course not.
No.
If you're an alcoholic, do you have? If your drink of choice was, I don't know, whiskey, do you surround yourself with Glenfiddich? Of course not.
But it is also figuring out, one thing we had to learn was to figure out what our trigger foods were.
Yeah.
And, it's different for everybody. It could be, I don't know, a
Brie.
cupcake. It could be a donut. It could be a piece of cheese. It could be...
I can't be friends with Brie.
No.
For the long time, I kept saying that, and people thought
Yeah.
Brie was a person.
Yeah.
Brie is the cheese.
Yeah.
I am not allowed to bring that in my house. Rufus isn't allowed to bring it in the house. If there is Brie in the house, I will find it and eat it. However, we have had some.
Yeah,
I think there's even still some in the salad
Yeah.
drawer because the dogs eat it occasionally.
Yeah, but you've not been near any cheese, have you?
I haven't been near it because it's a trigger food, and once I recognise it as such, I'm not going to eat it.
Doesn't exist though. So
No.
you look at it and it's telling yourself that food isn't for me.
It's not for me.
Not for me. It's
Because I know full well one is too much, and the entire packet isn't enough.
Yeah.
And what we mean by that is literally, if I have one tiny piece of brie, my brain goes, oh my God, I love this so much. Oh, another little bit won't hurt.
Yeah.
So if you say you can SWIP, I don't know, a healthy extra calcium is a little tiny sliver, and then 100 grams is...
It's not a lot, is it?
10
Really?
SWIPs, 15 SWIPs, whatever it is. Let's say that, right?
It's not a lot.
And yet the piece of cheese you buy in the shop is 500 grams. Do you think I'm going to cut off my little 100 grams for 15 SWIPs? Of course not. It's all gone.
It's a bit like me.
seconds.
That I'm not going to buy a packet of 4 donuts knowing that it's a trigger food. And
you're not just going to eat one, are you?
No, exactly. So once you've tried one, and then it's, do I trust knowing yourself well enough to know that even if a donut came home, that would I, with it being here, would I, open it, eat one? I'm more than likely going to want to go get some more.
Yeah.
So it's knowing yourself well enough to know,
it's being honest.
This is what's best for me, and this is what I'm doing for myself.
It is literally all about being honest with yourself.
And it's loving yourself enough to know what's best for yourself and to stick with it.
And that, for a lot of us, is the key thing. Loving ourselves enough to determine that we are worthy of being healthy. Because a lot of us beat ourselves up about past trauma, future trauma, who we are, identities, this, that and the other. A lot of us fail to love ourselves, for whatever reasons those are. That's a whole counselling session.
And that's
this
why,
is not that. But
this is why we've done so well this time, is because it's, you want what's best for yourself. And if this is the only way that's best for yourself now moving forward, because you've got poor health, you've got lots of other things going on in life, and this is the best thing for you, I don't want to see other people go, oh, actually, I've got to this point now where I'm really poorly, and if I don't stick to this, I'll be even more poorly. Start it before you even get there.
Yeah,
do what's
honest.
best for yourself now, not to the point where, oh, if I don't do this, I'm going to be very, very ill.
oh, hang on.
Yeah, just do what's best for yourself now before you get there.
There is a reason why. Hang on, I'm just trying to. I used to know this, and I've completely. I used to have a gambling issue for a while, and because of it, I used to go to Gamblers Anonymous, and so there is a prayer that they say at all the 12-step groups, right? And it is, hang on, let me see if I can find it, what the wording is. It starts with the G word, God, but you don't have to use that. You can use higher form, whatever it is. But it says, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. And that is a incredibly powerful thing. The serenity to accept the things I cannot change. You can't change your past.
No.
You can't change a lot of things that have happened to us in our lives.
But you can change what you do from now on.
Yeah.
From here forward, you can change.
And that is courage to change the things I can. When I first came back to Stingray World in October 2024, trust me, I wanted takeaways, chocolate, the works. I wanted that. I knew if I ate that, I would be eating myself into an early grave, and also eating myself into blindness and having no feet, wheelchairs, the rest of it. Wisdom to know the difference. That's really deep. Knowing that there's certain things I can't change. I can't change that I'm 6'2". Can't change that. I can't change that I get stared at in the street. I can't change the fact that society around us takes one look at me and jumps to hate rather than love. I can't change any of that. I can change my reaction to it.
But we look at...
I can change my reaction to it. I can change how I choose to deal with that. I now recognise that whatever anybody else does or thinks of me is nothing to do with me, because I actually quite like me. I think I'm a decent person, and I've got somebody next to me who I love more than anything in the world, and he seems to think I'm a relatively decent, messy, but a relatively decent person. So why do I care about what anyone else thinks? Why will I let anyone else's opinion of me force me to eat myself into an early grave? I'm not going to do that. Thank you very much. Because I now know the difference. I know the things I can change. I can change how I respond to my own stress levels. I can change. I mean, God, let's say the last 12 months, your mum was poorly, your dad was a bit poorly, your mum ended up passing away.
That's it.
You've had all of that going on.
Life happens, and I'm really, even at that point, I was surprised that with everything going on, what I eat every week was still consistent.
Because that's what we do now, isn't it? That is literally what we do now. And it's one of those things where, you know, you've had that going on. At the same time, I had a bleed in my eye and went blind for the longest time and had all sorts of issues dealing with that and laser treatment and surgery. At the same time, my cancer's back. I'm currently dealing with bladder cancer again. Because
we already had in place, you know, how we eat, and obviously using our SWIPs in our meals and all of that stuff. Because of that, we'd got into such a good routine of the types of things and enjoying everything we have that it's become something sustainable that we just keep going now. And
it's not even a thought, is it? It's how we live.
Yeah, I don't think about. And now I think, like I say, if you take anything from today, from being on here, is that I think most people here would have a better week if you go to the supermarket and you're buying your shopping. Don't bring back anything. If you can't SWIP something or can't work out what the SWIPs are, don't take it home. Or if you can't control what you do with that food. Or if it's a trigger food, don't take it home. And it is really tough. We know, we've said it before, we're very, very lucky in a way. We don't have kids. We don't live with other people that aren't on plan. So for us, it's fairly simple. We buy what we intend to eat, and we eat a lot of food. But it's like, you know, we buy meat and like, you know, various meats and stuff to cook for the dogs, but I don't see that food, even though it's human grade food. I don't see that food for us. Well, it's too high in fat. I don't eat it. In M&S the other day, you bought a big joint of pork because it was reduced. We wouldn't do normally, but it was, and we bought it, and it cooked, and it was full of crackling, wasn't it? It was. It was. I love 30 minutes with 30 minutes on high. Then you turn it down. For another hour and a half, and it was... Oh, she says, I'm getting down now. I left it till the next day before I cut all the crackling off, and it was... Yeah, it was amazing, and the next day I cut all of that part of it off of it for the dogs, and they thought it was amazing. It was still crunchy and crispy, and it's just that part of it is just something that we wouldn't eat. But the crackling is my favourite part of a piece of pork. Yeah.
we didn't have any. So yeah, it's one of those things. Right, let's go back to the chat because I realised the chat's been going up and down.
Yeah, it is, like I say, certain things that we don't see, we don't see as food for us anymore.
We're not perfect by any way, shape or form. We mess up.
Sometimes we've had a roast chicken or whatever, but
I have the skin. I SWIP
if you roast a chicken, if you go to the shop and you ever see a roast chicken that isn't a rotisserie chicken that's just come off of like in Asda or Tesco or somewhere off the rotisserie, if it isn't and it's already been cooked and it's already in the fridge in a bag, the likelihood of chicken like that, because we've done that in the past and bought those, took the skin off and thought it was SWIP free.
Deep fried.
No, they've been deep fried. So yeah, they're nice and soft inside and they're not dry or anything like that. It's because they are deep fried.
So Samantha Briggs says, you feel very old now. Daughter's 18. Angel Wings, you lost 3.5 pounds this week. Wow. Make sure you're with us on Wednesday when we do the Losers Club Live. Well done to you. Luke John. Hello, my friend. We will be eagerly refreshing.
I know, to see where your video is.
Your weighing. We watched your thoughts before. And
life is busy,
what we need to do, you need to remind me every time we watch a Slimming Worlder to comment on this account on their things, because we've got it on our telly. We've just got a random YouTube account which is just for a lot of Lego content, a lot of Slimming World content, a lot of Doggo content, Cat TV that is on there now.
Well, Mr. who sits there, he's glued to it and he's watching the squirrels and the pigeons and things
in the evening time. Instead of me sit there watching my YouTube on the big screen, he now watches squirrels,
he's just
blackbirds,
glued to it, isn't he?
magpies on like a feeding table. He watches those and I watch YouTube on my phone because, the cat, he orders us to do that, doesn't he?
He does.
He's
he
like,
sits there glued to the big telly.
Put the window on, Mum. But yeah, well done to you. You lost 1.5 pounds this past week. That's 15.5 in the past 8 weeks. Past 5 weeks, sorry. You're on a roll. Well done, my darling. That is awesome.
Just gotta keep it up. That's it, isn't it? This is life.
The Pakak Andrew says, I like your channel. Both of you are both very funny. We try. But thank you. Yeah, everyone's saying hello to Luke John. Amazing result. Well done. Audrey says, line drawn. Yep.
That's it.
This is it. Come on, Audrey. You know this plan. Let's not...
That's it.
I'm just going to say it. Let's not dick around, right? You know the plan. You've done this before. You've lost a lot of weight. Come on. Listen, my darling. Why are you self-sabotaging, right? You've got so much support here from the community. You can do this, my love. Love yourself as much as we all love you. You've got this. You can do this. Honest. One day at a time, one meal at a time. Yeah. Just stick to it.
I know it isn't always easy. Things, like I say, we don't have other people in here that eat other food and different food to us. But, you've just got to try and just look at things like, you're a parent to yourself and you want what's best for yourself, so
you're your own carer.
You are. So you've just got to put those little things in place so that you don't slip up. So like for us, it's like, we might do a shopping list or something, and it's like I will normally go to the shop and there's very rare times where I will buy extra things or something.
That's a lie.
But I'm saying often.
No, that's a complete lie. You are lying to our lovely viewers and subscribers. You will do a list and it will have...
apart from if it's something for the dogs. And
or if there is... Us. No, you lie. You're lying. What? Stop lying.
What, a bag of salad that you wanted?
No, you're lying. You go, I'm going to Lidl, I'm going some yogurt, sweet potato, bag of salad. He'll come back with 3 carrier bags full because he went when the reduced items are on.
Yeah.
So then we'll also have a couple of packs of salmon to go in the freezer. Some beetroot burgers and some Moroccan burgers to go in the freezer. There'll be it comes. It's all on-plan food. Oh, there was some blueberries reduced, so I grabbed them. We're having them today with our fruit bowl. Okay, that's what you do, but it's all on plan.
All on plan, but yeah.
We don't even look at anything else. If there's something that isn't on plan food, meat, what is it, pork belly or those things,
but
that's what the dogs get. That's what the dogs have.
When I am at the shop, do you know what I still do now? I will still go, sometimes if I've got to go down past the biscuit aisle to get to cereals and I want to have a look at cereal, I will go past the biscuits and sometimes my brain will go, oh, do you remember those? You used to eat them. And obviously, yes, I remember I used to eat them, and I'll go, oh, wow, they're a lot of money, aren't they? Well, I wouldn't even pick them up and buy them now. But my brain will still go, oh, I remember I used to eat those.
Mm-hmm. The only biscuit recently, I saw a thing on YouTube, one of the shorts, somebody was looking at chocolate hobnobs, and they were like, oh, these are the dark chocolate ones, and an American was comparing them to digestives. She was like, oh, they look the same. Why are they A, they don't look the same, B, milk chocolate all the way. But I thought, oh, I don't want those. Do you know what went through my head? Oh, but I could have one of those pink wafers. You know, the ones that are like pink wafers, pounds of wafer things. The ones that are like 150 artificial flavours and colourings. That's the only thing that went through my head. I thought,
just
I
like
could have one of
wafers
those.
or something.
That's the only thing. No, they're like strawberry flavour or something. Some of them,
Mm.
But yeah, Luke John is busy with the cafe and doing a good old spring clean. Your bank holidays consist of you cleaning when not in the cafe. Also, Luke, please give our best to your mum. I know she's going through stuff, and life is lifing for you as well, my friend. But you are doing a good job, my friend. You really are. The Duchess of Oak Trees, how's my eye condition? I can see, I can read, everything's okay, but I do still have a couple of spots and dots in my vision where every now and again, if I move my eye to here, I will see a couple of things, and they move and they float down. So every now and again, I think there's a fly, or if I'm watching something on telly, depending on where it is, if it's in the wrong point, I'll go, what's that? Sometimes when I'm reading, there'll be like a grammar issue, and I'll go, why is that a full stop? And then it carries on with, oh no, it's not, it's my eye, it's the dots.
It's your eye hole.
Yeah, it is my eye hole. It's a couple of bits. But currently, touch.
Well, you're going to touch my head then.
All the words, currently, I don't have any issue with the opacity or the, what's it called? The contrast. That's what I've got to look out for. That will say when a cataract starts coming.
That it was like little floating things around your eye. You kept saying before that that's what you were seeing.
Yeah, there are. There's a couple of little, they're spots. Like little, if you imagine your phone, your tablet, your TV screen, whatever, and it's got a couple of pixels out. Yeah. That's what I see, but they're not permanent. It's like because your eye is fluid, they move a little bit. So they do this and then do that, and then I'll look over there and they go, oh, and they float. So yeah, but apart from that, we're okay. Thankfully, that's why I'm not having any sugar ever again. User Z08JS61G67. 6Z, sorry. I was having a great week until this weekend. I succumbed to chocolate due to a bad autoimmune flare-up at the moment. Was feeling down because of it. Need to kick up the bum and draw the line. Well, this is your kick up the bum. This is your draw the line. Listen.
I have to bend over. I'm going to put my, if I can get my...
Oh no, there's not much space there, is there? Right, there you go. There you go.
I couldn't do that before.
I know, right? Tough love. Right? Oh, tough love. Are you ready for some tough love? You've got an autoimmune condition. It's flared. What the hell are you doing whacking it with chocolate, which is just sugar, which is the worst thing that your body can do?
Sugar and fat.
Next time, if you need to fringe or overeat on something, don't do the sugar, because it will make you worse in the long run. Now, I know you know this. I know you know this, because life.
But if you did want chocolate, Lisa has a healthy hack that you can do with options.
Oh, what? You put your options white hot chocolate or milk chocolate, whatever it is, your hot chocolate in yogurt. You get that sugar fix. Yeah. Use 2 SWIPs, not very chocolatey. 4 SWIPs I tend to use, very chocolatey. 6 SWIPs, too thick, can't use it. It's like trying to eat wallpaper paste.
But
3 to 4 SWIPs worth is my ideal. It's about, so normally it's 3 slightly heaped teaspoons is the 11 grams. So it's normally 4, 5 of those, and I count it as 3 to 4 SWIPs. One day it'll be 3, next day it'll be 4, next day it'll be 4.
If you're someone that can eat dairy yogurt, the most amazing yogurt, like I say, if you like the thickest yogurt ever, plain yogurt, is the one from M&S. It's a vanilla yogurt they do in M&S. I think the whole thing is like 3 SWIPs for the whole big pot, and it is so thick you would think it was nearly like cream. It's that thick.
Double cream.
Yeah, double cream. It's that thick.
Again,
really nice.
I hate saying it because I'm betraying my working class roots. M&S for the win.
They are for that, for the vanilla yogurt. Yeah,
Who'd have thunk it?
really
Anyway, Duchess of Oak Trees loves it when I go into the broad Yorkshire accent. Is it Yorkshire? That's Yorkshire.
Yeah.
You don't get this and you don't get that, but I thought it was more Lancastrian.
You know?
But
I didn't get nothing.
No. Oh, Michelle, I made a mistake of buying little bars of chocolate, which aren't too bad SWIP-wise. You can't stop with just one. Not going to have them in the house anymore. This is why, do you know what? Chocolate companies, all of the sweet treat companies are very, very cynical. They come in, they make the little bars. You can't just go and buy one little bar.
You buy a whole
unless
pack.
you get a Freddo. You buy a whole pack. Because that's how they come. Because they know an awful lot of us will eat the whole pack in one sitting.
Yeah.
That's what we do. Me as well, back in the day. Absolutely 100%.
But it's
so
a bit
now,
like,
I can't have them
it's
in
a
the
bit
house.
like the
Don't buy them.
biscuits. How many biscuit companies that produce biscuits sell them in loads of like the tiny little mini packs?
One.
Biscoff.
But those also come in multi-packs.
Yeah.
Which, again,
But
if they just sold them in packs of 2 and you could just buy 2, but then I wouldn't just buy 2.
you can buy
30.
those boxes of the packs of 2 biscuits, like the ones you get in hospitals, in the little packs.
In a box.
In a box, but you buy a giant box of them, and then you want to eat more than one.
Instead of having 12 packets in a bag,
Yeah, just a whole box of them.
you get a box of 50, 100,
But
200
yeah,
packets.
and that's why now we just don't ever
Don't have
buy
it in the house.
biscuits.
That's why. Don't be annoyed at yourself. Listen, it's a mistake. We all do it.
Yeah.
We've all done it. Take it as a learning curve,
That's it.
right? Take this as your learning moment, Michelle.
Yeah.
This is where you learn what we've been banging on about since we came back to plan. If you don't want to put it in your belly, don't have it in your trolley. If you don't want to eat
And
it,
if
don't buy
you
it.
want to pick it off the shelf, put it in someone else's trolley.
No, don't do that. You'll get arrested. Don't even look at it. If you haven't got a cat, do you go down the cat food aisle?
No.
If you haven't got a baby at home, do you go
I
looking
knew
at...
you were going to say that.
Yeah.
Do you buy nappies?
Do you buy
No.
nappies? No. If you don't wear makeup, do you go to ... makeup
No,
aisle
I don't.
or
No, I don't.
Mac shop? Well, you probably go to Mac to buy my mascara once
Yeah,
a
that's
year.
about it, yeah.
Christmas and birthdays, just saying, birthday coming up next month.
Mm-hmm.
But you don't do that, do you?
No.
If you don't play computer games, you don't go to game stores. If
No.
you don't, if you're not somebody who wears skirts and bras, you don't go into the women's section of clothing stores.
Well,
Like
no.
normally.
No.
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 If you're not a Leeds United supporter, you don't go to Ellen Road to watch Leeds United.
And
unless
also,
you're following-
you don't go into the shop that's in the Trinity. You don't go into that Leeds
No.
football shop in there either. No.
No.
No, that's
No.
right near the Lego shop.
No.
You don't go in there.
No.
No.
No. Better one. If you don't want to watch a movie, you don't go to the cinema, do you?
No.
See, that makes no sense.
You go online and watch films.
No, you don't. If you don't want to watch a film, you don't go to the cinema. I was going to say, if you're a vegetarian, you don't go to McDonald's, but you can now because they do veggie burgers and apples and things. Then I was going to say, if you don't like coffee, you don't go to Costa, but you can because you could have a tea or a matcha or a Diet Coke. So none of those worked, but movies and cinemas work.
But even when they just did loads of burgers in McDonald's, you could still have a vegan one or a veggie
That's what
one.
I mean. Yeah,
you
you
just
can.
didn't have the burger in it. Just have it with nothing. Just have the bread roll. Then you can have whatever you like.
That's true.
Yes.
You wouldn't go to a cinema and pay £12 and not watch the film. So if you're buying something, it's because on some level you want to eat it. And if that is chocolate and chocolate's your trigger food, you know what's going to happen. You know that's going to happen. You know. And you can kid yourself, same as I did all those times. I know, oh no, well, oh, I ate it. Oh, well, then why did I buy it? Oh, because this time, Rufus, this time it's going to be different. I can buy the big bag of little prunes and not eat them in 4
whole
goes.
bag.
Oh no, they've gone again. 'Cause
Oh.
I still have that issue. That issue of wanting to overeat
But the thing
is
like I
still
say,
in there somewhere.
and for a lot of us, even though, you know, this is what we do for life now, I still have had the times where things that I would buy and overconsume, I often still then have traded one thing that I used to allow myself to do, donuts. I then traded that in for cereal, and I now have a shelf full of boxes of cereal that I still haven't eaten.
And some of them are very expensive cereal. It's not quite as bad.
But
it's not as bad as when you were getting the American ones at like £6-7
I
a
wanted
box.
to try them, and then I'd go, oh, how many SWIPs would that be now then per 25 grams? And I'm like, oh, it's not even worth me eating that now.
No, but the neighbours like it.
It would just sit there.
The neighbours
give
love
it to their kids,
Yeah, our neighbours love us when we're on a overspending on food.
But I have slowly over time, every choice and things that I would slightly over consume, or I've swapped one habit for another, and then slowly it's got healthier and healthier as I've gone along, but still, you know, I don't do it to an extent that I used to, but you know, it has got better, but those things are still part of my life, and I don't think I'm ever going to fully just get rid of I don't mean that just things that my brain tells me I want, and then I go, oh, that's a really good idea, get that. But like I say, now I'm lucky. Most of it is just a few boxes of cereal.
Partly it's the tism.
Yeah.
Partly it's a tism thing.
Collecting
with autism,
things.
it's a trait. Yeah. With me, with my ADHD, searching for dopamine, I am very aware, especially after today, I'm very, very aware. I have swapped food addiction with currently Legos. Yeah. And this month, I have spent a ridiculous amount of money on it. We bought this in the Lego shop, the Kevin and Doug new. I've got the brick heads. I got the gift with purchase
looks
house.
Tiny compared to Kevin.
Oh, you should get Doug. Get Doug. Do you want me to? Oh, Doug is. Oh, it's further all the way back.
Yeah.
You could probably spin round easier than I can. But yeah, it's one of those things which we've got to be so careful. The one thing I would say with me about the building blocks is at least it's not something I can eat. It's not going to damage my health. Might, you know, fill up a house.
They tend to hold their value, so that's the only other good thing about it.
Kimberly's here. Your twin's in. Hello, twin. Nearly happy birthday. Nearly twin.
Less than 2 weeks.
Hello from Alabama. Luke John says manufacturers put share bag on the packet.
It's a week and a half. Yeah.
Share bag on the packet. Who are they kidding? I know, right? Fun to share.
Yeah, they are.
I'm not sharing my bag of Maltesers with you. It's a giant bag. Why am I going to share my Maltesers with you?
Or a box.
Well, that was you were Maltesers, weren't it? Yeah. So me, it would be. What were they called? What were those things called?
What?
The
wafers. No.
Minstrels. Minstrels. I used to like a minstrel. Don't like the orange one.
You never know what you're going to get.
Coffee one. Coffee one. Coffee one. Everyone's saying hello to each other.
Were you looking just for the coffee one out of them? Yeah.
I like the coffee one, the toffee one. All of them apart from the orange one. Ethelred the Unready. Ed says, have we all remember the thumbs up? Give us a thumbs up. That helps us out with the algorithm. Also, if you can do the hypey thing after the live and put a comment on. See, just let us know how you're going. Dormouse, you have that, Ed. Has what? I'm not sure what Ed has. Audrey, oh gosh, hang on. God, the chat just jumped. I didn't realise where we were. Hydration reminder, drink. Your mum would eat a banana sandwich with mayonnaise on one side and peanut butter on the other. Ooh. Oh no, that's not for me. Banana and cheese, especially as a toasty, is lovely. That sounds good. You can't have chocolate, you'll eat every single one. Yep, me too. It's why we don't have it in the house. Well, not now, I wouldn't, because of the sugar. Kimberly's wishing your daughter a happy birthday, Samantha. Oh. Took away the rotisserie, fresh fish and meat counters in Tesco. Not sure about Asda. Yep, they have done as well. Yep. Used to work on the food counters in Sainsbury's till, the Rona. Yeah. I'm sorry to hear that, Karen. Do you still work in Sainsbury's, or did you get moved departments, or did they get rid of their staff altogether? Karen CCS 6767. Kimberly, put mushy peas on it. Grumpy takes lists and loses it, comes home with bags of stuff, definitely not on plan, and 0 remembered from the lost list. Thankfully, you always have fish, eggs, and frozen veg. Yeah, exactly. You never understood how anyone could eat those pink wafers or pink and whites. What were pink and whites?
We used to buy pink and whites.
That was the wafer with the marshmallow and stuff in
just
between. Just
full of
sugar.
Yeah, just sugar.
It was.
Or sugar, and a bit more sugar on top.
They took the departments away, Kimberly, to save money, basically.
Yeah.
So instead of having an actual butcher that knew what they were doing, could cut you a lean bit of meat,
yeah,
they sell the fat
was
on.
it even Morrison's, the fish
it's the
stall
last
in there, that they took the fish stall away in Morrison's, so they used to have like someone chopping all the fish up for you,
because whereas you used to get, so I could go in and get a cut of, say, a pork chop with the fat trimmed. I'd buy it, and I'm only buying the bit of the meat that I want. Of course, that affects Morrison's profit because the fat is going nowhere. No one's going in just buying the fat. Yeah. However, if you buy the whole piece of pork with the fat on, it's weighed and you spend more money, and then you throw that bit away at home.
Yeah. That's
why they've done it. And also that way they don't have to pay a butcher, fishmonger, baker, so on. I would say that Dormouse is too far, but yeah, so many items are substituted. Yeah, exactly. I get that.
Yeah.
Would you get what on Ocado? The yogurt, your vanilla yogurt from M&S? Possibly. Yeah. I think Ocado is delivered with M&S. Dormouse says this week I am doing the shopping as Grumpy.
Sainsbury's?
I don't know. Dormouse is doing the shopping with Grumpy as he leaves Sunday for 10 days. So you're home alone. Hopefully that's good. You've been single a long time. You need someone to come bug you and mess up your grocery list. I know, right? Ice cream's your trigger food, Kimberly. Don't buy it then. So that's quite easy not to buy. That's quite easy not to buy because it's something that, you know, if you're buying it from a grocery shop, you've got to get it home in time before it starts melting and all of that.
See, what, you just don't take your freezer box with you.
Exactly.
Oh, no, I can't take any home. I ain't got my freezer box.
Yeah. Audrey says chocolate doesn't bother you, but you haven't found an alternative to crisps. How did we once made our own crisps, didn't we?
We did.
With in the microwave or something, I can't remember. They weren't that good. Do you remember? We sliced them really, really thin and put them through the mandolin.
They actually go crispy in the microwave.
Yeah.
Bizarrely, they do.
What?
But it's a bit of a faff. It's not like
no. What L.O.S.E.R.S crisp snacks do you have?
Are they the maple flavour? Oh,
what's it or something? Waffle things?
Waffle ones.
Yeah, the lentil curls.
They do hot and spicy waffle. They're like, I think they're like 74 or something calories a bag, so they're just like over 3.5.
Yeah, the lentil curls in Lidl are 3.5 per bag.
Yeah.
Likewise, skips, quavers, things like that.
So like 4 SWIPs a bag.
So you can have your crisps. Just go for the lowest SWIP options.
Or you can get things like the sun-kissed popcorn. The sweet flavour is, I think they're like 60 calories a bag, so they're like 3 SWIPs. Yeah,
Karen says you do still work there. You became an online shopper. Yay! That's where the jobs have moved over to. You still have a fish counter, deli meats, bakery, meat cutting area, etc. No, they've gone. You've been there for 10 years, Karen. Do you get a good discount? No worries, Michelle. Thank you, Lisa and Rufus, for all the help and advice. And by the way, you're both looking fabulous. Just look, be kind to yourself, my darling. At the end of the day, just be kind to yourself. Treat yourself as you would your best mate. Sometimes with a best mate, you need to go, oi, what are you doing? Like, let's be honest. What the hell are you doing? Do I need to sit you down for an intervention? What are you doing with this cereal on the shelf? And you need to go to me, stop buying Lego.
I did.
He did.
Yeah.
Anyway,
But the thing is, my cereal's on the shelf, but it doesn't start breeding just because it sits next
all
to
right,
each
yes.
other.
Anyway, stop now.
Right.
I'll get all upset and go defensive again with my ADHD rejection sensitivity syndrome. Anyway, Kimberly down south, I rarely buy ice cream. I just eat it on the way home. So if she doesn't take a call bag, I know. Can you imagine? At least you're not doing it while driving the school bus no more. Could you imagine being like that, driving like this, going, all right, kids, I've got to eat my ice cream while I'm driving.
Can you hold the wheel for me while I'm eating it?
I know, right? No, you wouldn't be able to do that because the kids will want the ice cream. Miss Kimberly, can I have some ice cream? Miss Kimberly, can I have you eat it? Miss Kimberly, can I eat some ice cream? I'm in the back.
She'll go, no, it's mine.
Mine. And you go, I just, driving, ice cream tub. I just,
Could you imagine?
and then the bus goes, and then the cliff, it cuts to the side of the cliff. It goes, and you get the Dukes of Hazzard. What is it? No, what was the Dukes of Hazzard? No, that's
Road
Woody the
Runner,
Woodpecker.
yeah,
And
right, yeah.
No, what was it? Was that it? Was that it? Put in the chat what the Dukes of... That's not going to work, is it? How can you put da 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 in the chat? What was it?
I'm lost now.
You know the Dukes of Hazzard?
Yes.
With Daisy Duke and her bum
Yes,
cheeks
yes,
hanging out the
yes,
thing.
yes,
And the
yes,
two
yes,
boys that jumped in the car through the windows.
Yes.
And it was the Colonel, whatever, I can't remember what it's called, Sergeant Major something, Colonel Mustard, whatever the car was called. Yeah. And they had the cross, the Confederate cross on the top. Anyway, they would do the car jump and they would hit the horn and the horn would go.
Your face first will be in the ice cream.
Yeah, but what would the horn go? The horn. No. It would go.
You're going to look it up later and put it on
That's
Wikipedia,
really annoying
'cause,
me.
yeah.
Really annoying me. Computer, what sound did the Dukes of Hazzard car make?
I'm not quite sure how to help you with that.
Ah!
She's too new to know.
Computer, Dukes of Hazzard car.
Here's what I found on the Dukes of
General-
Hazzard's Wikipedia page. The show is estimated to have gone through 250 to 355 cars during filming.
Computer,
How many cars?
250 to 255, did it say? Or 355, I can't remember.
Never mind, anyway.
Is that it? Is that it? Is that the sound?
Everyone's gone to sleep.
That's
now.
from
Look,
something.
you.
I know, right? Sorry. Audrey tried potato peelings in the air fryer. No, thank you. Oh, Dormouse, you cook your potato.
You can wash the peelings and just put them in the air fryer.
Oh,
Crisp
now
them
that's
up.
it. Look, Audrey.
Spray them and put them in the air fryer.
Audrey, right, on the Slimming World plan, lives up in Scotland, lives with a hubby, right, yeah. Tried the peelings, puke face, didn't like them. Dormouse, on the plan, lives up in Scotland, lives with her husband, tried the peelings, loves them.
Nothing wrong with that.
This is it. Different strokes for different folks. Yes. The multi-bags, though, the multi-bags are difficult. Yeah, they are multi-bags. Then...
But the same thing as like if you were going out, just put it in your mind. You set in your mind how many you're going to allow yourself to have that day and stick to it. Just be strict with yourself. And that's the only way about having them at home, because even we do that, but we still buy them in a pack of 6 and sometimes buy 2 or 3 bags, but we don't.
General Lee.
Yeah.
Thank you. No, yeah, you're right. You're right.
You've got to put in your mind how many you're going to allow yourself and work out that day what snacks you probably want later in that day or whatever, but just stick to it. And just try it and stick to what you've...
But Audrey's got an issue with fringing, and crisps are a trigger food, so then don't buy them.
Yeah, don't get
Don't
them.
buy them. Or get them in the Poundland where you get 5 bags and have that entire 5-bag pack every now and again for your 15 or 17 and a half SWIPs, for your maximum SWIPs, right? and take it as that is your very occasional now and then indulgence.
Yeah.
Right? So maybe that's a once a fortnight thing, once a week thing, weigh-in day, whatever it is, and that's the only time you allow yourself to have them. And you buy one multi-bag and you buy it in the 5-pack, because that will be, if it's like the
I said it's either
Monster Munch pickled onions were,
or giving them to someone else at home to put them aside.
It's Bill, isn't it? Your other half. You could give them to your other half and just go, look, just give me 3 bags.
Yeah.
But then the problem is, I know full well, if I said to you, here's a bag of 6 bags of crisps, just give me 3, and then I'd go, oh, but I want 3 more, Rufus. Can I get some more? And you'll go, no. And I'll go, oh, please, go on. I know what I'm doing. It's controlled this time, please. And I would go, lie, want, annoy, and eventually you'd give in.
What?
Well, no, you would, because you have done in the past. You would. And you'd go, you know what you're doing. I go, yes, I do. I am completely out of control. But, yeah.
No.
Oh, Dormouse says it took several fails on tatty peelings before you got it nailed. Yes, that's the right car noise. Oh, which one? I'm sure that's the one. General Lee, it was called General Lee, yes. Computer, what sound does the horn make on Dukes of Hazzard?
I'm not quite sure how to help you with that.
It's called Dixie. Computer, what is Whistling Dixie?
Whistling Dixie is the present participle of Whistle Dixie. Whistle Dixie is a verb usually defined as to engage in idle conversational fantasies.
Okay. The car was General Lee. Look away, Dixieland. Was it? Look away, Dixieland. That was Elvis Presley's song, wasn't it? Look away. Computer, play Look away, Dixieland.
I couldn't find that, but here are other songs by Dixieland and similar artists.
Computer,
on Amazon Music.
Computer, stop. Computer, stop. Yeah, let's not go there then. But anyway, I know, right? On that bombshell, we're going to go now because I need a whittle. I need a wee. I have drunk my fill in coffee and some of it was decaffeinated, and I really do need to go and do the wee thing. So yes.
Look away, Lisa needs a wee.
Look away, Dixieland. Oh, I wish I was in Dixie.
Or something like that.
Away.
Oh,
in
no.
Dixieland, I'll take my stand to live and die in Dixie. 'Cause Dixieland
Or something like
is where I was born. Early Lord, one frosty
You can tell
morn.
Alexa's not
Look
used
away,
to you then.
Look away, Dixieland. Dun, dun, dun. That's Elvis. He does that James Brown thing of, I'm going. That was James Brown, and Elvis just did that.
Going now.
Oh, I wish I was. And tunes like that. I'm purposely singing it just slightly off tune so that we don't get.
Oh, I thought it was because he must have been taking something really good or something.
He was.
That's why.
That's why he dies.
Oh,
Because he was like Michael Jackson, taking all
something
sorts.
really good.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Cheeseburgers. In
Yes.
Elvis's case, not
Yes,
Jackson's case.
yes, with whole bananas. Yes.
Has anybody seen the Michael Jackson biopic yet? Biopic. Has anyone seen it? Is it any good? Because we really want to go. I want to go and see it. Do you want to go and see it for your birthday, or do you want to watch something else?
Go see if you want.
See what else is on as well. See what the options are.
Yeah.
But yay!
Please go.
Thanks for joining us, everyone. Hopefully, it's been a bit of a kick up the bum. We did trail off at the end there and talk about absolute waffle. But yay! Hopefully, everybody, listen.
That's your mind that does that. It just detours.
I am going to go and play.
And then you're going to do a little recording of it and then put it on the loser group. Yeah, so everyone else can join in.
Well, Rufus, you know, I'm on a bit of a from this week until Monday. Yes, for the rest of this whole week. Weeks start on Monday. I'm not buying any Lego, am I? For the whole week, the remaining week, I'm not buying any more Lego at all. So,
okay.
but
Okay.
I am sure the Dukes of Hazzard car was a Lego build.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, part of me is going to go, I really want to build it and then do a little as it jumps. I'm not going to. I'm not going to. But they have come out with kit. But I'm not buying that either.
Michael Knight, yeah.
I know, I love that. Car, yes. Car was the bad kit. Did you used to watch that?
Yeah.
I used to love it. I used to love Kit. I once wrote to... This is controversial.
Now you love swimming well.
I know. I once wrote to Jimmy Savile, Jim will fix it, to ask for a ride in Kit. That's all I wanted. Luckily for me, they never responded. Otherwise, who knows what could have happened?
I know, right?
I know, right?
Just as well, really, then, wasn't it?
I know. At the time, I was really distraught. I was like, I only wanted to ride a Kit. Bearing in mind, they would have had to ship the car over. The programme was currently on the telly when I was a kid. They'd have had to ship the working car over or fly me to America. Either way, huge expense just for me to ride in a car that lights up and wouldn't have the voice because the actor obviously wasn't there going, okay, Michael, yes, hello, Michael. Oh, okay, Michael, turbo boost, Michael. Do you know what I mean? How disappointing would that have been? Anyway, on that bombshell, we're going to go now.
Right.
Much love, everyone, says Dormouse. Have a good week, everyone, says Michelle. See you Wednesday, says Janet. Yes, thanks for this afternoon, says Karen. CCS 67676767. Audrey says, thank you for another great Sunday reset. Off to have our lasagna. Enjoyed the chat, Kimberly. You needed connectings today. Oh, my darling. Hope you're doing okay. Send us a message on that there Facebook. If you want to. You watched the film, Michael, and you enjoyed it, Rabina. Oh, a lot of people have said it was very bad, but I think I just want to listen to the music again because you forget how good he was.
It's all right if you could just like talk to your car and go, right, I'll meet you at this location. Turn up now.
No, Michael is in the Michael Jackson movie, not Michael is in the...
No. You go, well, come on, Kit, meet me at this street.
You can talk to your watches now. Yeah, well, smartwatches.
Oh, yeah, they ain't bloody smart enough though, are they?
I'm not going to drive your car for
I know,
you.
that's what I mean. What's the point of getting one then?
That's not true. Teslas can.
Well, yeah, how safe is that?
You set it on a thing and then you could do that on your smartphone and then you walk into the house and it parks itself in the garage behind you.
What, why it forgets to like bring your wing mirrors in and then it scrape down the side of your garage? Yeah, that's really good, isn't it?
Yeah, and then the camera's a bit fogged up and it doesn't
that
realise
on
that's
YouTube.
the wall.
I know,
and it just
right,
keeps
literally,
going and then it's in your parked Tesla.
Don't worry, we parked, but
I know. And then you go,
half your paintwork's gone, but it's fine.
Hit, why have you parked in my lounge?
Exactly.
Hit,
yes, yeah.
hit. Oh no, it's not that smart.
It's a Tesla, yeah.
It's a Tesla.
Oh,
I know,
dear.
right? Oh well,
That's
never
why
mind.
people buy a Tesla and then they drive it themselves because they don't trust it to just do it.
Oh no, what's the point of that? Especially, well, you can't in the UK. You're not allowed to. You can't just go, I've got to drive this car.
Well, that's the problem with them, you see.
We are finishing up. Did you hear there was a crash in a driverless taxi that crashed, like big time crashed? But that was the headline, right? Mm-hmm. Driverless taxi crashed, big massive crash, loads of damage done. What you didn't read until it was like paragraph 4 or something, it wasn't on automatic driving. It was the driver inside it that actually crashed. So the story was actually bad driver crashes car. But the headline was automated taxi crashes, first time blah, 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 blah. Like,
well, that's what they're good at. It's just like headlines.
It was just a bad driver bumped the car. But anyway, right then, that's it. Yeah. We're going. I need a wee. You probably need to have a wee in a minute because you've drunk more than I've done.
Right.
And I need to get rid of all the cat fur that I
Yeah. We keep giving her lots of brushing, but she's still shedding well, isn't she? Bless her.
And on that note, we will see you very soon. Don't forget, everybody, we'll be back on Tuesday evening for Tuesday Live at 6:30 p.m. What are we cooking this week? Can you remember what it was?
Curry.
The chicken korma.
Yeah.
And
we haven't had a korma for ages.
We haven't had korma for ages. I love korma. So we're going to have that this week. So join us on Tuesday evening at 6:30 for the korma, and then obviously we will be back as usual on Wednesday evening at 6:30 UK time. Don't forget, everybody, May is Bladder Cancer Awareness Month. So any money we make in May from Super Chat, Super Thanks, the advertising revenue from the adverts, any of that will go, all of it will go to split between the two bladder cancer charities. And I am looking at maybe doing a marathon stream, a 6 or 8 hour stream at some point. And I'm looking into memberships on, what was it, Buy Me a Coffee, or some other fundraising stream for Buy Me a Coffee. So do keep an eye out for that. We'll give you more details about that on Wednesday on the Losers Club. But,
so you'll be able to join, subscribe, and also get a boot up the bum when you need one.
Yes. All of the things, apparently.
Yes.
But yeah, we will see you all very soon. As we always say, be you, be what? No, be true, be you, be authentic, be happy, be healthy, something like that. Be happy, be healthy, be authentic.